teacher name was Mrs. Levy. Around the time I learned to put my feelings to a medley. I ain't turned at home for like 4 months, and I bet she let me. She saw the vision. Yeezy, you special, gon' make your own decisions, and man, that was a good choice. Faith driving us like a Rolls Royce. They tried to take my voice away, I ain't trying to take your choice away. I just pray the water break, just for my daughter's sake. From a slip up, fake signatures, from fake managers, it all damage you. Good Lord, give them enough of their own rope to hang with. The paparazzi never really got what my angle is. They treat my married life like some type of entanglement. My neighbors still just in wonder why I ain't saying it. I can smell the setup, that's a Tupac and Vegas shit. I reveal myself and some don't know what to make of it. Gotta set himself to make sure that the baby live. And if they ain't here, then tell me who gonna say this shit. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me stop playing with it. Hot in the land with it, hot in the land with it. In the damn pandemic, never Uncle Sam gotta have his damn hand in it. Listen, straight from Shibuya on some Zen. I'm on 10. It's a marathon and look me
Kills, what up?
Just like Puff told Christopher, we gon' win big. Put the whole family on. Look at what my kid did. Just like Puff told Christopher, we gon' win big. We gon' win big.
Man, yo, hold on. That's not the one I really wanted. This is the one I wanted. This the one I wanted. This ain't gonna be long. I know I say that all the time. I promise this ain't gonna be long. Peace out. This ain't gonna be long. We're gonna get to it. Let me finish this journal entry. Then we're gonna get to it.
Hey, Mr. Under, you running to my mama, please tell her I said say something. I'm starting to believe ain't no such thing as heaven's trumpets. No after over, this is it done. If there's a heaven, you would think they let you speak to your son. Maybe she has in the form of a baby's laugh. I heard passing by in a stroller, reminded me, hey, keep rolling on, no. Maybe she has with the prick of a blade of brass. I've been laying on way too long, got me itchy, got up and roamed a little more. Miss Thunder, you see my mama, tell her I'm lost. You see, she'd always light a cigarette when talk, I would call. Exaggerating a little bit so she get the point. Trying to get her to stop smoking, I would lead and fire up a joint till I quit. Started back up again, 20 years later, all that time, y'all thought a nigga was hot. Thought I was crazy, mama. She cut them comas, got me back on track. I don't miss her overstepping, but do miss her showing 7 civilian life shit. I'm astounded. See my mama whisper her this. The real reason I was geek to go to church was confess. When y'all grown-ups would be in Bible study, that girl helping me with my homework hurt, and I was fucking so pure. And perverted, so spirit spinning and dirty, so on and so on. We hope that no one heard it. And to this day, I think her mama knew, but let us explore. Miss Donda, you see my father, please ask him why. He never married, always smiled, but was he happy inside? Because I carry my mother's name, did he carry shame with him? I'm sure she did it out of spite.
I'm gonna share what I'm writing in here 1 second, Kills.
Maybe 2 young people with different views, a lot for a young lady. No coincidence, they both passed away from heart conditions. There's a dissidence that play dad and mom do hard division. 3,000 poster child for big niggas raised by their mothers. I'm supposed to smile as if God knew that I would be trouble. Keeps me around for what I don't know, but I do know that it's crucial that we do so pronto. Won't know how much long though. Straight from Shibuya on some Zen. We back ramped up, we on 10. It's a marathon and look, we coming for the win. Just like Puff told Christopher, we gon' win big. Put the whole family on, look at what my Kim did. Just like Puff told Christopher, we gon' win big. We gon' win big. Southside gang mentality way heavy. I was thinking out the box, even in a box Chevy. And my favorite art teacher name was Mrs. Levy. Around the time I learned to put my feelings to a medley. I ain't ain't turning home for like 4 months, and I bet she let me. She saw the vision. Yeezy, you special, gon' make your own decisions, and man, that was a good choice. Baby driving us like a Rolls Royce. They try to take my voice away, I ain't trying to take your choice away. I just trade a water break, just for my daughter's sake. From a slip up, fake signatures, from fake managers, it all damage her. Good Lord, give them enough of their own rope to hang them with. The paparazzi never really got what my angle is. They keep my married life like some type of entanglement. My neighbors still diss and wonder why I ain't saying it. I can smell the setup, that's a Tupac and Vegas it.
All right, let me get to it real quick. Kills. Yo, so y'all know me. I'm pivoting and I'm using a lot more hip hop references for what I want to talk about, right? I think there's significant value in real deal correlation. Like I feel like for every life experience, there's a hip hop lyric that exists. So like lately in my journal, I start with a lyric or something like that, and then I channel my emotions from there and just kind of jot down what I'm feeling. But lately, what my son told me a while ago is kind of weighing on me heavy, right? So he said we were talking one time, and he was like, "Yo, Dad, um, I'm talking to," because he grew up like really around multi ethnicities, right? So he's like, "Yo, my Palestinian friends over here are dealing with XYZ, blah blah blah, and then my Hispanic friends over here are dealing with this, that, and the third, blah blah blah. You know, immigration, deportation, da 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 da." When that was a heavy thing, right? And so then he said, and then me as a young black man, you know, in this earth trying to find my way and da 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 da. And he said, "Man, I just feel like, you know, they just be throwing so much at us, like, you know, it's too much stimuli, it's too much things trying to stimulate us, man. I don't think we're supposed to be going through all this." And so today, I was looking at multiple channels, multiple things on YouTube, which I think at some point I'm gonna have to just make an adjustment. Um, Mob Deep, Prodigy in particular, has a line says, "There's a war going on outside, no man is safe from." And we say these things in jest because they cute or they hit or you know whatever, right? But I don't think we really be thinking. I think we don't really consider what's being said and how relevant that is. There literally is a war going on outside, and we're being entertained and distracted. People are so hell bent, and I do believe in the power of music. I believe in the power of words. I think music is a vehicle. I think words are a vehicle. I think there's power contained in both vehicles in terms of the messaging. And how can I say it? It's almost like I just wrote my last line in my journal, right? I just said the easy thing is to say like, "Yo, we in the end times. It's revelations." Although I tell my grandma all the time, like, "Grandma, when you say we in the last days, like I believe you now. Like I truly believe you right now, right?" And just everything that the Bible predicts, right? You know, how men will be lovers of men, right? And I understand what you know, some people make a joke, like make a alphabet gang reference. I don't look at that like that. I think men will be lovers of themselves, so arrogant, so consumed with themselves that they forget humanity and the humanity of their fellow man. Um, so I think about this thing that Kendrick did. Kendrick had this entire battle with Drake, and I think there's so many layers to that still. And I think that the battle is less about Drake and more about what Drake represents and less about Kendrick, right? Because Kendrick, when you go through Mr. Morale, if you listen to it, he talks about how These people are not your savior. He talks about Future. He talks about, I think he talks about J. Cole, and I know for a fact he lists himself as like, I am not your savior, right? So, um, and then also on To Pimp a Butterfly, what song is that? Uh, the first line starts off like, I'm the biggest hypocrite of 2015. What song is that? It's hard too. Like the live version of it is hard. Nonetheless, um, you know, I'm a Kendrick fan, but I can compartmentalize and assess. I'm assessing what his, like when he makes a move, I'm assessing what that means and how it correlates in the earth. I don't think things happen just because, or that everything exists just as entertainment, or everything is laughy laughy, jokey jokey, or it's not that serious. No, it's very serious. It's very serious out here, right? So we're looking at this the day the party died, or watch the party die. You had Kendrick drop his verse, sent the industry up again. And it's crazy because for this man to be so trash and garbage, Bolo, peace, peace, peace. Peace to you, Bolo. Love you, King. For Kendrick to be so trash, right? And insignificant, and he don't move records. It just seems like every time he puts a verse out, it just sends the world, well, black music, or black hip hop, or black whatever, Twitter, YouTube, whatever, into a frenzy for him to be so insignificant. I don't know too many insignificant people who play the Super Bowl and get the looks that he gets. I don't know too many trash rappers or boring rappers, or you know, like that's just crazy to me, you know. But nonetheless, I do think there's direct correlate. Bolo, I'm actually glad you're here, because part of my heart is really heavy for my people, because I think I'm coming to the realization that as a people, we are screwed. I think I'm coming to the realization that as a community, I'm gonna continue to do my part. I'm an eternal optimist, but I think I'm coming to the realization that it's all about, it's just about over and done with. So one of the things, like with Diddy, right? And peace kills. Really, hold on. Peace to you, kills. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. So I want to make sure you straight over here always. Okay. So, I don't expect nothing crazy to happen over here. I usually have conversations that people ain't with, all the goofiness, but I just want to make sure you straight. Uh, People hating on Bolo. Man, Bolo don't care. Bolo don't care if these jokers hating on him. He gonna preach his message regardless. And the people that's hating on him, I mean, it is what it is. It's par for the course. He knew what it was when he signed up. He knew what it was when he signed up. So Bolo's straight. But I do think it's bad out here for our people, man. I'm looking at people have these conversations about Diddy. All of it's speculation. All of it's speculation. I try to keep my ear into like sources that really, really, really know more than what the general public would know. And I kind of try and follow their cues. But I get frustrated with them because now these jokers all of a sudden, oh my God. And like all this commentary about Puff. And it's like, yo, y'all are tweaking. Like, I think Boosie said it right. I think Boosie said it right. They basically got the man for what, especially if you read the indictment, all the extra stuff, what they found. And, y'all are sitting up there geeking over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and making all these jokes and memes. And I know that's just what we do as black people. I get it. To me, it's not that funny. I really do feel bad for that dude. Um, and not that, I would want to delay his punishment or whatever justice or whatever's coming, whatever correction is coming his way, like he gonna have to eat that. Like right now, that man gotta sit down in that 6x9 or whatever size cell that is that he is in tonight, He gonna eat that slop, that shank, that and not by I don't mean shank like that. I mean like shank, like uh porridge, like whatever they serving you in there. You're gonna eat them sack lunches and all that. It's not gonna be pretty. And he probably won't go to trial for a year. So he's gonna sit down for a year. Meanwhile, uh you think about Christian, who's an adult now, and then you think about the twins and the other baby that he had on Kim. They're all three of those girls around the same age. That's still kids without their father in the house, as degenerate behavior as it is. And I think we're gonna be surprised by how many more names. And the crazy thing is, we know like this behavior from Puff is not new. Not to us. It shouldn't surprise none of us, right? But we're still gonna feign like, oh my God, I can't believe this happening. Just all the just our minds are in the wrong place, man. We're in a pivotal election year, and we're about to get screwed again. You know what I tried to do? I tried to Google Ice Cube's contract with Black America. You know, when I went to Ice Cube's website and the link that they originally had for it, you go there, you click it, and it pulls up something Asian. You can't even find it anymore. At least in my first Google search, like I tried to search it a couple times and couldn't find it. It's interesting that you can't find this plan for Black America. So again, there's a war going on outside. No one is safe from. And what's happening with you is you're being distracted. This is not about being religious or conspiracy theory or none of that. Like there literally is a war going on outside. They're gonna flood the news with all this stuff about Diddy. They did it before, and then I forget what happened. Maybe this battle happened, and that took the lens off Diddy, right? So now the lens is back on, and I think we're going to be surprised when some of these other names come out, when they start to disclose what they saw on these tapes. None of this should surprise any of us. We should. What's up, Hassan? Peace to you, family. Um, And here's the other thing that I think somebody pointed out that I thought was on point: the difference between Epstein, because somebody said is Puff gonna Epstein himself or something like that, right? Here's the difference: most of Puff's clientele and freak offs and all that. What's up, Emmy? This ain't gonna be long because I think Hamp's still going, and I had this schedule, and I just wanted to get this out the way really quick. I've been pushing this back all day. I wanted to I wanted to hear more commentary. I wanted to hear more commentary on this Diddy situation, but then the more I started hearing, the more depressed I got because everybody's speculating and everybody's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he did da 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 da." And again, I don't have all the information. I'm not seeing all the transcripts, and for the most part, I tend to think that what consenting adults do, whether that's to partake in illicit drug use, or participate in freak offs in a multi-millionaire's home or a billionaire's home. That's what they do. We already know about these Hollywood parties. Like we act like we haven't seen LA Confidential. This stuff been going on since the 50s. Like Puff ain't the first one to have a freak off. Did you hear Richard Pryor tell about some of the stuff that he used to do in his anyway? So they're distracting us with this. And none of this stuff is as serious because you know what we always do? We always look for someone else to take care of us for us. And then we see somebody else, we see another group, not with their handout, but we see them making demands, and then we take issue when their demands are met. But we're over here cracking jokes. We're having debates about should men and women be together. We're having debates about is it okay for white people to use the N-word in front of us, or whether we as a people should ban the word altogether when every other ethnic group has some type of slur or some type of colloquialism and cultural nuance that's unique to them, right? We are incredibly disjointed. I love what Kendrick is doing. I honestly think he's waging a war. I think primarily his war is against the industry I do. Um, I think his wars against the industry, but I think it's manifesting and unfolding in so many different ways when you listen to the lyrics for Watch the Party Die. When you read the lyrics to Watch the Party Die. He even talks about like he even addresses like these hood cats, right? He even addresses, let me see, Watch the Party Die. He even addresses the hood cats, which none of us have really been addressing. These dudes who don't know how to shoot properly, these dudes that are terrorizing the neighborhood and making it impossible for our elders to live in peace. You know, my grandma celebrated her 85th. And I don't think I shared this, but my grandma's house got shot up on accident, right? And at first I was like, you know, I could see the bullets inside the house, but I didn't know if that was like pieces of the house falling apart or if it was legit bullets. And so it wasn't until my other uncle got here and we was outside and you could see where the bullets was coming in. Now my grandma block is quiet. Um, there absolutely is no reason. There's an empty lot. The house next to that empty lot, there's two houses that are vacant. And then there's a house on the other side of my grandma that's it's not vacant, it's just uninhabited, right? So there's peace to I don't know who that is. I don't think I've ever seen that name in here, but peace to you. Um, there's no reason why my grandma's house should have been shot up. And so my point is that these dudes don't know how to aim. And we haven't said one word about these cats. I mean, shout out to New Era Detroit. We don't have anything. There is a New Era Chicago, but they're not active like how Zeke and them boys is active. You know what I mean? So I like that Kendrick actually. Let me see if I could hold on. Watch the party die lyrics. I like that. Here we go. I'm just gonna read through it really quick. I think it's time to watch the party die. This ish done got too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get them whacked and disqualified. When even we even kill the killers because they like taking innocent lives. I'm with that sentiment. It's too many of us. I was watching a documentary. It was something about this culture of these rappers who I don't even want to call them rappers. They because they like we people are so quick to assign rapper or take on the moniker of a rapper. I know that part, but people assign moniker of a rapper to just anybody because they put words together and make them rhyme. And anyway, they were talking about these cats that like disrespect other hoods, and they was following the trail of people who disrespected dead or disrespect other hoods, and then they end up dead. And so these quote unquote killers to me are cowards. These killers are cowards because they never do like they somebody dang who was this? Somebody was like they was talking to some dude from here that end up getting killed. I think it's FBG Cash. I want to say it's FBG Cash. And they was like, I think it was Adam 22. He was interviewing him. And then he was like, the FBG Cash dude was like, yeah, so I was telling Dirk, I'm finna go over here. Oh, yeah, he took a picture with over there, King Von mural. I guess he was the ops, right? And so Dirk said, some lump sum, go over there and see what you're doing there. Adam 22 was like, well, wait, so you be talking to your ops? He was like, yeah, he's like, I don't understand that, right? I don't understand it either. If it's up, it's up. Why am I calling you and you picking up the phone talking about some no chaser, what's up? What's happening? You pick like this is new age beef. You my ops, I call you, pick up the phone. I'm over here by King Von. Man, do that if you want to. See what like this is crazy to me, right? But I'm with that sentiment. There was a time in the 70s with the Guardian Angels, the Black Panthers. There was a whole movement of men that would stand up. I'm long in the tooth now, but there was men who would stand up in the community and was like, nah, this ain't gonna be tolerated. So I'm with that sentiment. We even kill the killers because they like taking innocent lives. They don't have no remorse. It's EBK. Everybody can get it. Your mama can get it. Your baby can get it. Anybody, the preacher can get it. Clergy can get it. Anybody can get it. Burn the whole village. We start over. It's really that time. That's where I feel. So when I was reading this is what makes me even more sad because I really do feel we at that point now, and it's a number of apologies I may need to issue because people have been saying some of this for a minute, but I didn't agree with them then, and I kind of still don't agree with them because I don't think their intent is to rebuild, right? I think their intent is not pure at heart, but that's anyway, whole nother thing. Why reason with these niggas if they can't see the future first? Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work? Just walk that man down. That'll do everyone a solid. And I don't think he's talking about Drake. It's love, but tough love sometimes gotta result in violence. Well, maybe he is talking about Drake. If you parade in gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company. Just tell us what casket to just tell us what casket to choose. I'm stumbling because that's a hard line. If you parade in gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company. Just tell us what casket to choose. They party more than bitches. Tell me, what are you working for? They glory, and that's the other thing. Like in our community, man, everything is a day party, hookah lounge. Everything is like party, party, party. Like, why are y'all partying so much? What do you sell? Now I'm all with celebrations. If you go to my story the other day, I posted it's shout out to New Orleans, man. Like I love New Orleans. New Orleans did a second line for Frankie Beverly, and they did it under one of those overpasses. And I bet you it's over there by what's it called? What is that neighborhood called over there in New Orleans? Is it Tremont? It's Tree something. Hold on. Let me see. New Orleans. Treme. L Nixon, what's up, Chief? What's up, man? I'm lamenting right now. I'm lamenting. I don't think it's over for our people, L Nixon, but it's time to watch. The party is dying. It's not even time to watch the party die. The party is dying, and it's just weird looking at it from this viewpoint because the youth that have the legs for the movement, um, it's hard because as an old head, I want to give them game and insight, and I don't even want them to build in the way that I think they should build and what it should look like. I just want them to have the information, but I think they so busy with what they doing and they're not thinking into the future. They don't even know what's happening that's right in front of them right now. But to me, especially be on the now I'm going into the back end of this 50, it's finna get worse. When you see stuff like this that's happening with Diddy, first of all, we got to stop putting so much stock in these celebrities and entertainers and these athletes. We got to stop putting so much stock. These people are not as powerful. They give you the illusion of inclusion, number one. Then they give you the illusion of power and influence, right? Jay-Z, Sean Carter, God bless him. God bless Sean Corey Carter, right? God bless him. He's made billions. So his story, rags to riches, which we always buy that, right? We always buy in our community, we always buy that rags to riches story. We never look at the Winklevosses and say that could be us. We never look at the Zuckerbergs and say that could be us. Zuckerberg wasn't broke, right? He was a student at Harvard. He didn't even matriculate. He didn't even finish school, right? Bill Gates wasn't broke. Steve Jobs wasn't broke. Jeff Bezos wasn't broke. When they started their business, you know who gave them monies to start their business? Their families. Do you know that's a regular thing for these people in their communities? Is for them to pull their money from their family and say, I got a business idea and get 50,000 here and 50,000 there and 50,000 there. Do you know I'm on Leo Cohen's YouTube, but shout out to Isaac Hayes, who took 200,000 of his own money and is building fan base over there, which I have an investment in, right? But we'll look. We always got to start from zero, fam. What's the purpose of getting all this education, getting the bag, and getting a good job and making the six figures if we don't produce better results from generation to generation? We are stuck in the same place, and we make incremental advances, and the only viable outcomes we can see for ourselves is through athletes and entertainers. Let me tell you something. First of all, I don't want no more entertainers representing me in the political arena. I don't care about no Puff Vote or Die. I don't care about no Meg Thee Stallion, no Chef G, or whoever else. No Nikki something that showed up for Trump rally. Man, I don't need no celebrities representing me on those. They don't relate. They don't speak for me. They don't deal with the same thing I got to deal with. My road and infrastructure. They don't know nothing about what's going on over here where I'm at. Okay? You mean to tell me? Now, let me take that back. There's two celebrities for show, possible third, but two for show that I don't mind hearing from. That's Killer Mike and Chance the Rapper, and a third possible third is Common. And the only reason why I say that is because I seen Common. He performed with the orchestra. He performed with the orchestra at Millennial Park, and I got to see him for free. And when you look at how he was moving leading up to that concert in the city, and then to look and see the lieutenant governor and the mayor was front and center, and he even brought the district attorney Kim Fox on stage. Like, I'm like, okay, he's moving correct. So, and I know he's active in the city, like he's not detached. But other than that, I don't want no entertainer speaking for me, man. I don't want no entertainer speaking for me. We got to get up off there. Who else in here? Nah, I wonder if that's patriarchy. Is that patriarchy? Who knows what Gotti is? But shout out to you. If that's patriarchy, what up, fam? Oh, what's up, fam? Shout out to you. You finally called me. Shout out to you, man. Hey, don't mind me. I'm just lamenting because I think it's over. I think it's over. I think not that it's over. I think the community is down bad. I think our people are down bad. I know you're approaching it from a different way. I'm more direct in my approach. Other people are doing different approaches, trying to address the ills of our community. Yeah, I think we're down bad. And so when I look at what's happening with Puff, listen, let me tell you something. If they could take a person like Puff and imprison him and deny him bail, that's telling you something. Whew, that's tough. Not the fact that they got him to surrender peacefully. The brother, me personally, I said when he settled with Cassie, the dude should have been on the next flight to Bali with Jordan, with Russell Simmons. I said he should have been. I should have been said he should have been left months ago. Okay. No, I know who Boo and Gotti is. Nobody know where they are. Nobody knows where they are. Don't nobody know about them or care. Right? Shoot, I'm more concerned. I keep up more with what Shauna and Cap One is doing and what Twister is doing. And shout out to Twister because he has this gun, like not gun rights, but he actually has like a shooting gun advocacy group. And I think right now they're teaching women how to hold weapons and stuff like that. Um, oh, Hassan, man, appreciate that. Hassan, I want y'all over, man. When y'all come over here, man, I don't want y'all working, man. I want y'all to relax. Hollywood is nervous right now. So I'm about to speak on that. I don't think he's L. Nixon. When I tell you this, it's gonna make sense. Kevin Liles didn't step down because of the Diddy stuff. It ain't got nothing. It's not. I don't think it's nothing to do with that. However, I don't know. I think Black Hollywood may be nervous. I don't think Hollywood is nervous, right? Because Hollywood is more connected, right? And what I mean by that, when you think about the small hats, right? So when you think about Iovine, when you think about David Geffen, even with Weinstein, I just learned today, potentially Weinstein is what, gonna get a slap on the wrist? Like, yeah, he's stripped of the Weinstein company. Like they came and carved that bad boy right up. But he'll be okay. He must have did something real stupid to get caught up the way that he did. But think about Diddy. Diddy does not. Or hold on, E. If that's you, dang. E. Put the if that's you, put the two initials of your college alma mater in there so I can know that's you, and then I'll rent you up, G. Because I want you to be straight over here too. We weren't being told the true story about Diddy. Okay. My man. Now I don't know if that's the real HU, but that is you. You know, I don't know if that's the one and only HU or if that's the HU. No, I got you. I got you. I got you. Um, no, I think we knew the whole time. That's what I'm saying. I don't have string yard. I'm broke as a joke. One day I will break down and get the cheap version, and then I'll do panels on stuff like this because over here I'm going to tie in a lot more hip hop and culture commentary, so on and so forth. But nah, we knew, we knew the whole time. Now we didn't know the extent of the freak off, but I'm gonna tell you something. I got a homeboy. He used to work. He used to do grassroots marketing, and he went down to Miami with I would say a Def Jam South artist. I'll say that. Def Jam South. He went down there with that artist and he went to a Diddy party and he came back and and he had a couple of stories for me. It wasn't the freak off stories, but you know, they again they say there would be like three different phases of a Diddy party. It'd be the early evening phase, and then there would be the what the one to something phase, and then it'd be like the anyway. They say it was three phases to it. Okay. After the guys from Nickelodeon. L Nix, did they? I don't know. I know they did the documentary. I'm saying why the feds are locking him up. There are too many holes in his story. So I'm gonna tell you. Okay, let me just get into it. So I'm not gonna even read Kendrick stuff. I just think there's a direct core. Let me do this. There's a direct correlation to what Kendrick is saying in his verse for I think it's time to watch the party die. I think it's a little bit multi-layered in that it's multi-layered in that it's you could look at it from the industry perspective and it's multi-layered. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let me address the Kevin Liles thing. So because it'll be really really simple. So the Kevin Liles, okay, hold on, really quick. Let me do this. Hopefully this. Let me do this. Yeah. Okay. So because I want to be able to respond to y'all in the comments here. Yeah, thank you for dropping E's channel. Hey man, I hope you do some type of podcast or and the people that's gonna rock with you, they just gonna rock with you, man. But we gotta get to a place where we just can have a difference of opinion or different viewpoints and just appreciate people for who they are. Like I said, when I stayed in Georgia, I listened to 95.5 WSB, which was like Neil Boortz, Rush Limbaugh, Herman Cain. I listen to them all the time because I just wanted to hear. Coming from Chicago, I'm used to hearing the liberal, democratic, Democrats. I'm used to hearing that point of view and those talking points. I wanted to hear and authentically hear different viewpoints. So anyway, we just got to get to the point. But anyway, E, you need to fire that channel up, man. I know you're doing the comedy and all that. I don't know if you're still doing the comedy and stuff like that, and that's cool. But you have a very unique perspective, and I think the lens that you have lends credibility because you come from historically black institutions. You understand what I'm saying? So you could articulate from both sides of the argument, right? And it should make sense. And if it don't for people, then it just is what it is. Screw them. So I agree with you. Diddy was not running a sex trafficking ring. I agree with you, but the reason why that sticks is because anytime you transport people across state lines for the purposes of having sex and there's an exchange of money, that's going to be that. So I think when you look at it, I think what your argument is going to be is when you look at the charges at face value, they really just got him for being a freak. I said early, if you wasn't here, I said early, um, what consenting adults do, even if it's illicit drug use, even if it's them trying to prove they worth to get on with Bad Boy Records or whatever, or Revolt TV or whatever, is what it is. And I agree with Boosie. Boosie said he's getting jammed up for what people been doing in the industry for a long time. I think part of that is true at face value, but I also think, and like I said on Diageo, over there with Nightish, that Diageo piece, man, that Diageo piece, when he got out and started barking, he didn't piss the wrong person off. Bottom line, he didn't piss. I don't know who, I don't know when. Uh, hold on. That would involve victims. Wait, that would involve victims. There is more than 100 witnesses, let's just say. For the Diddy stuff, probably. I mean, you probably got that many witnesses, right? You don't. I mean, when I saw the DA present the case, he said this goes from 2008 to present day. So from 2008 to 2024, yeah, you're gonna find some stuff. Yeah, and if they pissed at him and they didn't get what they want from him, if he been screwing people over in their contracts and all this other stuff, what was that? The Danity Kanes of the world, the Dirty Money, the Dirty Money, which that first album was fire. Yeah, they finna. Oh, he is. He might be. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Southern District of New York and that type of stuff. Shoot, before Lifer got elected, I didn't know she was a DA or former prosecutor here until they announced it. Um, yeah. L. Nixon, yeah. Have you looked up the connection between these cases? No, no. I wouldn't think, and to be honest, out the gate, I wouldn't think that there's a connection between Puff and Trump in these cases, other than the fact, because I don't think Puff had somebody made the point that he had more entertainers, and that's why it's gonna be easy, or it's easier for them to go after him, which is why I think in our community we need to stop putting so much stock in these celebrities and entertainers, man. If you tell me like a Robert F. Smith got caught up in a scandal, or John Rogers get caught up in a scandal, or Ken Chenault, or what's my man name? Oh gosh, I keep forgetting his name. Hold on. Who was the black CEO for Stanley O'Neill? Thank you. I keep wanting to say Morgan Stanley, the black CEO for Merrill Lynch, right? Like if you tell me these people are, or Michael Lee Chin or something like that, you tell me these people get caught up in some stuff, man, I'm gonna feel away, right? These entertainers, these athletes, and this degenerate behavior for me is to be expected. Man, let me holler at my man L Nix. Yo, L. So the thing with Kevin Liles is this. Okay, so he resigned from 300 Entertainment. Okay, remember he started that company over a decade ago. After his stint with Warner Music Group, after they sold Def Jam, Leo left. So Kevin Liles and Julie Greenwald goes with him. Now, those three traveled in packs. So when Leo left to go do YouTube, Music, Kevin Liles still stayed behind. Now, Between Elliot and Lucian and Elliot Grange, they control 30% between the two of them. Because, uh, okay, Elliot Grange, he runs. Hold on, his daddy gave him because Lucian is UMG, Universal Music Group. Elliot Grange, who also signed Takashi 69, is the CEO. Oh man, and I heard 10K was losing. I heard 10 I heard 10K was losing so much money. So let me see. Trippy Red 69, yep. And Ice Spice, like, yo, this label was founded in 2016. He's 30 years old. Yo, 31 now, probably. I wonder if that's Guy Ritchie's daughter. But he just got, hold on. Atlantic. Okay. So his daddy gave, I just wanted to make sure I say this right. So his daddy gave him Atlantic Records, right? Now, what just happened over at Atlantic Records? Atlantic Records just dropped 50 artists from their rosters. And they said, well, this is so Ray Daniels, and I said this the other day. Ray Daniels reported this. So they just dropped 50 artists. It's rumored, but I think it's coming from Ray. I believe it. But they dropped 50 artists from their record label roster. I mean, from their Atlantic label roster. And then all their label partners, they separated. They parted ways with. So couple that with the money in rap music is drying up. Rap music is no longer charting. Um, the shows, the money in it is just getting harder and harder. The sponsorship deals, the shows, the all the traditional routes that you would go with an artist, it's drying up, man. It's losing its cachet. Like all it is hooker rap and all that gunslinging. You can't. It's no creativity. Like it just can't sustain. I think, and keep in mind, Kevin Liles has been in the business for a minute, so I don't really think it has anything to do with Diddy. I think it was a move that was coming, and even more so because I saw another report that said what's more than likely to happen is that they're consolidating everything. So, um, you know, with you just gotta, man, how can I say it? I don't think Kevin Lyle's situation has anything to do with it's been happening for the most part is the music industry has been on a reset, right? So people have been getting fired left and right, like just to cut costs, right? Artists, music is not moving. These rappers, shoot, these rappers are not selling, period. And then on top of that, okay, so think about LL Cool J with his project. He did like 17K his first week. Post Malone, who is now doing country music, sold 250,000 units his first week. No, it's two different genres. No, it's two different artists. I know LL's past his prime, but just to give you a smidgen. Who else released this year? Let me see. Top selling rappers who have released this year. So let me see. Eminem? No, not of all time. Maybe Eminem. Top selling rappers who have released 2024. So Travis Scott is platinum. Let me see this. Hold on. Travis Scott is platinum. Rhapsody, The Game, and Big Hit. Holy chop. Man, I need to look at a chart. Hold on. 2024 in hip hop music. Let me see. No, that's not what I want to see. Anyway, the music ain't moving. So Leo's move have less to do with what's going on with Puff. And you got to remember, Leo is more, I mean, not Leo, Kevin Lyles. I'm sorry. Kevin Lyles' move has left less to do with what's going on with Puff. has more to do with the actual business of music and the trajectory that it's headed in. I think he's just getting ahead of the curve and doing a pivot early. And I think it's good for him because remember when he was with Def Jam, he talked about like how hard it was for him to leave. And I think him going over to Warner, I think it was Weird. No. Yeah, Warner Music. He went to Warner Music Group first, and then he did 300, right? And so now he's saying, I'm out the game. Throw something in the way. MGK. So MGK to me, and just keeping it a buck. Michael Avenatti. Oh, word. The Wolf of Wall Street Kills is back on the block. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that part. But I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Um, so anyway, L Nixon, that was my point with Kevin Liles. He ran with Russell Simmons. So if anything was happening, he would have been on the island with Russell Simmons, and more so than what's going on with Puff. And him and Puff not even in the same league. They nowhere near in the same league, executive wise, right? But look at what's happening with all these entertainers, man, and how that just blows our minds, right? My thing is, if they can incarcerate Puff, it's about to get worse. It's about to get really, really bad. Yeah. Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna really try and get more consistent with having it because I enjoy like having like real conversations around the culture and hip hop over here. So I know the announcement with Kevin Liles kind of came at a like it's really coincidental. But again, from people that I trust that's in the music business still, they're not connecting what he's doing with Puff. They're saying he sees the writing on the wall for where the trajectory of the music business is going, and he's just making a hard pivot. Plus, he's made a lot of money, and it's probably still got more money to make. But I don't know, man. I think there's going to be some hard resets. Maybe that's what it is that I'm feeling. It's going to be more hard resets, as opposed to it's over. It just to me, it just feels like it's over. So your scripture tells you to be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walks about as a roaring lion seeking whom he can devour. I think those are the times that we in, family. I honestly believe that's the time that we're in. Um, yeah. I think this election is pivotal, but I think it's pivotal in a different way, right? I think it's pivotal for Black people because Black people, you have yet to define who you are. You have yet to define what it is that you want. And elevated minds, peace, peace, peace. Yes, 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 1000%. D1 talks about the shift that's happening all the time. So yes, and I think that this is spiritual. I think this is a spiritual warfare that we're seeing. And hold on, elevated. Hold on. There you go. I meant to do this the last time. My bad. Um, I think this is more spiritual, and I know, and this is the sad part, right? So, for if you in tune, right? Even if you say, "Hey, I'm not religious," I agree. You don't have to be religious to understand this. You could be agnostic. I don't believe there's God or this and the third. Whoop de whoop. Okay, cool. Just feel out the energy in the culture, in the earth, in the atmosphere. Like something is off. My man Taid, he spent like a couple of weeks. I said this on the last live too. He spent a couple of weeks over there in Nigeria, and he came back. Let me pull up his exact quote. Let me pull up his exact quote because I don't want to butcher it, but it was so poignant. I think I reposted it, but let me Ty, where you at, brother? Good brother. Good brother. Good brother. But he said, hold on. I just got back to the US. There is a tension here that you can feel when you land. This isn't normal. Just accepted levels of insanity. Be good to each other, y'all. He said, I just got back to the US. There's a tension here that you can feel when you land. Can you imagine being so in tune? Whatever your worship practice is, fam. But you so in tune that you feel the energy shift when you land. Like that's crazy. I remember when I lived in Atlanta, every time I used to drive home to Chicago without fail, by the time I hit 94 West, so it's 75 north, 24 west, 65 north, 94 west to get to Chicago from Atlanta. By the time I come off 64, 65, which is coming through Indiana, and I hit 94 west, it's like a dark cloud over the city without fail every time I used to come home. And the energy would shift. As soon as I pull up to Grandma Block, it didn't feel the same. It just That's crazy. Just being that in tune to what's happening in the earth. And that's what's happening now, family. That's what's happening now. So be sober, be sober, be vigilant. Why am I stuttering so much? Let me see what else y'all saying. Let me see what else y'all saying. We definitely are in the spiritual warfare, and people need to keep faith. Yeah, I just, I wish I was better about articulating it, right? So that people could understand, but there's really no way to describe it other than uh, you know, like so for me, I believe in God. I believe in the energy. I believe in spirit. And when I tell you something is happening, something is happening. Better start paying more attention to what being present in the moment for what is, less attention to the entertainment and BS, less attention to the conversation. I mean, think about the state that we're in as a people that now we're continuing the conversation along the lines of if we need to pair bond. You have gentlemen that consistently make, I guess, some type of convincing argument for some people that they make an argument to practice and like in their degeneracy, like in their rebellion to everything. They fight to be disorderly, disruptive, destructive. They make full arguments of why community doesn't work. And most of the time they lay it at the feet of women, never reflecting inward, never accepting responsibility for the community that we as a collective have now built because all of this has happened on our watch. Man, I don't want y'all working in here, man. Listen, I appreciate it, but man, if it's some other content creators in here, man, drop their stuff, man. Um, and when I say I believe in God and energy, I don't mean that like in a spiritual like guru way or voodoo or santeria, or I take on all religions and all that other stuff. I just understand that what I believe may not work for everyone else, right? I'm open to listening to what everybody has to say. I could build with Muslims, I could build with 5%ers, I could build with Jehovah's Witness. I don't necessarily subscribe to everything of theirs, but I could listen to them. Um, yeah, whatever it is though that gets you closer to him and gets you more in tune, man, lay off the like we already know like sports and all that other type of stuff is a distraction. We accept that. But we really do need to pay attention, man. it's about to get dark. Like again, if you think about what, and when I say what they doing to Diddy, I'm not saying like he's not deserving, but some of those figureheads you look at is like, dang, they got him. Like they denied that man bail. They said the fact, and he did all these things knowing that he was going to surrender, that the indictment could come any day. If they could return, well, they could return the indictment, that he would get arrested. Matter of fact, what's crazy is I think they said they found drugs in the hotel room when they arrested him. That's crazy. Um, there's an energy shift. Right. So, hey, so L Nixon, I was saying in my journal, I just journal. I'm gonna show y'all how beat up my journal is too. This is my journal. You see how beat up this? I done had this thing for years. I still ain't fill it out fully yet. But I got more blank ones down here. I got to get more consistent. Fill this up. And how far back does this go? Because I'm so inconsistent. I be writing everywhere, right? Yeah. This is crazy. Yeah, this goes back this goes back. But I'm almost finished with it. Uh I'm not even on TikTok. Right, yo, elevated. Yo, I was about to say that. Yo, he did all that, right? No, knowing that he was about to do this. So he paid the house off. If y'all didn't know, the original bond package, I think he was saying 50 mil, right? And he was gonna put the Miami house up, which is in his mama name. The house was worth 48 mil or something like that. He still had an $18 million mortgage on it, or left to pay on it. He paid that 18 million off in August. Them jokers say, yeah, that's not enough. Because this is the thing: when you're dealing with the government, they don't need the money. So they're not looking at it the same way, like say with the state. Going up against the state, and I think Ruthless was breaking this down over on Chaos Culture Radio. Shout out to the Governor Ronnie and Hakeem and Jordan and them over there. He was breaking it down, but the government don't. They got the money, they got the resources, and if they don't have the money, they can always, come up with some type of drug to pump in the black community, or go, fund a war and all this other stuff and yada yada. You know how that goes. You know how it goes. Oh, wait, more. There's an energy shift online. It's getting worse. People aren't high. Right. So that's why I'm having to take a step back online, right? And I'm focusing over here, having more culturally relevant conversations. I don't want to do the DMP and all that other stuff, man. Like I said, in my real life, my wife upstairs asleep. We good, man. I just planned our weekend. I'm going back down there to Millennial Park. I reserved us some seats to go see Saba. Anytime that dude is performing in the city, I gotta see him. Young blood, like phenomenal artist. Like I have hope for hip hop when cats like him is performing. So him and his crew is performing, and then this other jazz musician Marquise Hill, who just released a project, he's performing too. And there's another artist that I'm not too excited to see, but I'm cool, cool with it. And then we're going to see Saturday. We're going to see this documentary on Policy King. So when you think about, here's the other thing, I want to be able to tell our stories, right? I want to be able to carry the oral traditions of our community, right, and our people, right? So if you don't know about the Policy Kings here in Chicago, think numbers. Think about the numbers game. Think about Detroit Red, right? Think about Malcolm Little running the numbers game. And then think about how the government deemed that as illegal and all this other stuff. And now we have lotteries in almost every state, right? Like this is stuff we used to do. And I guess the Italian mob used to, try and run the racket too. But, we had numbers in our community. And here in Chicago, it was called Making Policy. And so we're going to see a documentary on Edward Jones, who was one of the original Policy Kings. And they said what he made in the 1930s was equivalent to $1 billion in today's money. Oh, man. Yeah, the energy is shifting. Okay. Oh, this is what I'm about to say to you, L. Nixon. Yo, it's wild because from my viewpoint, to see this shift in energy, it's like watching a train wreck or watching this forest burning, and there's very little you can do about it other than observe it. And you're trying to warn people, but you're being told like, "Oh, why are you being so serious?" Or "It's not that serious," or everybody cracking jokes and pointing the finger. That's why the stuff with Kendrick resonate, because you literally got people saying, I seen somebody that's an adult male, and actually I got respect for him, but I'm gonna say he's an adult male for this comment. He said, when it was announced that Kendrick was doing the Super Bowl, he said, "Yeah, I can't wait to read my thesaurus at halftime," which I think is just, I get like, as people we joke, but then to me that's, you're a grown man, dog. Like, what do you like? What? Like, even if you had to get your thesaurus at halftime, like what? Like, that's the message. Like, somebody that's cerebral, what they thought that makes you think, and they just use music as the vehicle. Like, that's a bad thing. Just the way that we think about stuff and interpret stuff, or just at a surface level, when you analyzing this exchange between him and Drake, and it's, oh, he's saying Drake can't say the N word no more because he half white, and it's like, dang, like, yo, you don't get the nuances of this thing. We don't think critically anymore. So it's like the people have been dumbed down so much, because I see the same thing. They do it with Lupe. They do it with Lupe. He's too deep. He's too this. And it's like, man, if you don't like to read, just say so. Just say so. Vaughn, what's up, man? Did all y'all, what, Bolo just let church out? Peace to Vaughn. Sorry, man. Peace to Vaughn, man. Peace to big bro. Um, Man, yeah, peace to you, Vaughn. Vaughn, are you doing stuff on your channel? Are you doing stuff on your channel? Or you popping up still? Um, Yo, I got to see Lupe perform live at the crib. I actually got him to autograph my Food and Liquor album. Um, Solid. I'll just say that, solid. Uh, anyway, and I'm gonna wrap this up and then we can get on going, man. Yeah, this shift is happening, G. And I lament more than I weep, right? Like, I'm almost at the weeping phase though, because it really does feel like it's over, for like us as a people. Like we don't get it, right? Like, this constant arguing and bickering. If you're a young man and you would like to have a relationship with a woman, a long-term relationship, I would just say be intentional. I know it seems like a lot of doom and gloom. I know that the pickings are slim, but that's the point. The good girls are, even when I was growing up, the good girls weren't necessarily plentiful, right? Um, because most of them got scooped up. Most of them got scooped up. Now, I do agree that it appears that, I even say like it's hot dog water. Like, this dating pool that y'all have is hot dog water, but it's good girls out there. There's girls. There is a girl for you to pair bond with. The problem is, the challenge is not the problem. I just think that there's a challenge with this idea that I gotta try out so many. I gotta try this one. Like, we had a um a, like we had a bar that has flights of bourbon, and you just gonna try each flight, or flights of IPA or micro brews, or whatever we're trying flights of. You just gonna sample each one. It's not good. It's not good. Be patient. Be intentional. Um, be very intentional. Be resolved in your vision, man. If you have a vision, my son, again, I tell y'all this, like, my son got married. He's too young, in my opinion, right? He's 22, and he decided to get married. And I didn't approve of it initially because I was like, "Nah, you gotta live your life." And I still look at him as a young man, borderline as a little boy, because he's my son. So I still look at him as a little boy. I still refer to him as boy, you know. But from the time he was born, I called him man because he looks like a man, right? And I affirmed him every time I called him man, right? So he wants to build his own family and establish his own legacy, and he should. But he's very intentional about what that family looks like for him. And the girl that he selected, look at me, right? The young lady he selected, right? Beautiful. I couldn't ask for a better daughter in love, right? She would follow that boy off a cliff, you know? And if I let him listen to a lot of cats that's in this space, oh man, man, she gonna divorce you, and she gonna leave you and take you for having don't have nothing. What is she gonna take him for? Like, we be tripping. We be tripping. Most of us are working class. Most of us are average. Okay. I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. Any stretch of the matter. Although I did just have a rewards conversation with my boss and got a decent bump. Okay, so I'm okay. I'm good, but we not quite there yet. We working on it, right? So we just trying to create more revenue stream. But I'm not retired. I'm nowhere near retired. And even when I think I'm retired, I'll probably still be doing stuff. Nonetheless, uh, if I let him listen to people in this space, they would tell him his girl gonna cheat on him. His wife will cheat on him. She gonna get bored with him. She gonna leave him. She gonna make him pay child support, and she gonna get half. Y'all watch too many movies, man. Y'all really think these celebrities uh, and athletes, y'all think their standards apply to y'all, and they don't. Okay, you, my good sir, are average. You're average at best. Um, and you're middle class. You're not upper class. You're not lower upper class. You're not bouye. You're not bourgeoisie. None of that, man. Relax. Let's put in some real work and problem solve for our community, man. I have no problem with being average. I come from a middle class family. Uh, I may break through to upper middle class in this lifetime. The goal is to be a millionaire, but do you know, even for my earning potential, no, what we earn, hold on. So as a household, we probably earn we're definitely six figures. Like my household is six figures. And I'm very high five figures, right? So I'm not, quite six figures yet. But you guys that do all the stats and all that other stuff, like six figures just doesn't grow on trees, man. It's very, very, it's not easy to attain a six-figure salary. It's not. So uh I think average people pair bond with average people. A likes, tend to coalesce and gather around A likes. And so in that regard, young man, those of you that are young that may catch this, that want to get married, just be intentional, be very focused and steadfast, and try not to play around so much. I could tell you that at 50, for all the girls that I hit, and I had my fair share, I'm not saying I hit all like eights, nines, and tens. I may have had an eight or a nine like once or twice if I really think hard. I can't remember, but most of mine was like average females, man. Right? Like I'm an average dude. Um, you know, uh, yeah. I mean, trust and no, no, no. Let me listen. I've had some ones that cats were like, how sometimes we look at dudes and be like, man, how he get her? Like I've had those. Um, but for all those females that I knocked down, at the end of the day, that's all vanity. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's all vanity. Like you don't get any extra special prizes. Okay, you bust your nut, now what? Right? So I'm saying it's easier, especially in this society that we in. Um, find the one that's for you. Find your you. Find your you. Get with her and build intentionally. Okay, that's that. On the flip side of things, here's the other thing that you're challenged with. This society and people that's my age, we are transitioning out, right? So our goal, well, our role, my opinion, my role in particular, but our role is Generation X now is to give you the game, give you the blueprint, give you the tools, give you everything that you need to succeed because now this race is yours. So we're handing the baton off to you, young blood. Yo, is that my man's? Yo, if that's my man's, um, man, put man, if that's my man's, just put the man, what could I do? Okay. Uh put something in there so I know that's you. Put something in there so I know that's you. I'm about to get up out of here anyway. You must be working the third shift. Um no, not you, Elevate. No, my guy just pulled up. This is like my man's. This is my brother. Nah, not an emoji. Nah, I just need him to put something so I know that that's him. Oh, I know. What's the last pair Joe Fresh goods you got? God dog it. I was trying to listen, I was trying to keep it I'll be telling people, hold on. Let me give you the big wrench. Yo, this is my man's man. So anytime I'm saying something out of pocket, out of line, off base, or I'm capping or whatever, he is definitely gonna check. Yeah. He definitely gonna check me and say, man, why are you on that line? So some of these stories that I tell, I like having people from my real life in here, but I also don't like it. But my man see murder, like that's my man's. That's my guy. That's my guy. He must be on the third shift. Um, yeah, fam. There's a there's a shift happening. None of us are safe from it. So here, oh my bad, young blood. So here's the challenge that you have, right? Your challenge is to take the wisdom and the information that we give you and then apply it, right? Well, take the knowledge that we give you and then you apply it, right? Because that's wisdom. Properly applying knowledge is wisdom, right? And so it's not on me to force my way of doing things on you. It's not on me to convince you that you absolutely have to do it this way. Um, all of this is me passing the baton because now it's your turn, right? Because now you're building, right? You're building the future that you want to see. So again, what is that quote by Michael Hoff? Because I don't like butchering it. G. Michael Hoff. Where is it at? Darn it, I hate this. You know the one I'm looking for. That strong men create good times. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. And that's where I think we at. So young blood, I don't say that as a diss. My grandfather probably would say the same thing for my generation, and I would not I wouldn't disagree with him. But I think my generation is also part of that last dying breed that had like those strong male figures in the house that we just did not want to disappoint. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely did not want to disappoint my granddad. I did not want to break my grandma's heart. And then it's like for y'all's generation now, you guys pride yourselves on being savages, heartless, and EBK, and I don't think that's a good way to, regulate self. Nonetheless, it's your turn, fam. It's your turn. I could tell you what I'm seeing. I could tell you, speak to cat stats, speak to people. Not necessarily. Don't even speak to women. Speak to like some brothers. Speak to some cats that's your age, and then speak to some older cats, and you could feel there's a shift happening. There's a shift happening, and I think it's about to get worse. I think one of the cures for this is, I think we need to restore community. I think the way that you restore community is to restore the nuclear family. Um, you have to restore the nuclear family. We have to begin to build with each other. And then these silly wars, these tribal feuds that we tend to have, man, we got to put an end to that. See, Murder, I got to show you something real quick, though, before we get up. My brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, Yo, Vaughn, you know what's funny? I thought about this the other day. Every now and again, I ask my grandma if she prayed for me. And I think about my time in Atlanta. There are specific times that I know that she was praying for me. And I kind of weep a little bit because I know we don't have those anymore. We don't have those praying grandmas anymore. Um, and that's sad. We do not have those praying grandmas. No old heads giving guidance. Yeah, no fathers in the house. Uncles not stepping up. Yep. 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 Yo, my man see murder. Hey, when I decide to get more consistent with the channel, I'm gonna implement StreamYard, and then that way people will be able to pull up specifically to be able to have the conversation. Because the other thing I think we need to do is start breaking down more of these lyrics. By the way, had a conversation on Sharon. I went in his back chat, and the young lady that was there, like, hey, really, I wanted to correct you on something with KRS-One, and you was talking about 13 and good. And KRS-One was actually that he was talking about him. And I was like, wait, what? And she was like, yeah. And Sharon had his say, and he was like, yo. And I said, no, let me go back and listen to this song. So I went back and listened to the song, and KRS-One was talking first person, but he was telling a story in first person, not like it was him. He was telling it from that person's view. And then it was a story, like it was a story, like Slick Rick Children's story. Because when you go back and look at that album, which is Sex and Violence, it was a concept album. And it was, anyway. See, Murder, I'm glad you're here, brother. I really am. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you are here. Yeah, grandma's definitely not twerking, but I think that whole rap is running this course. Hold on, see, Murder, I gotta show you this real quick. Hold on. Ugh. I gotta show you these. So, be telling y'all all the time, like, I'm super black. So these are from Johannes Liqueur. I don't know if y'all can see that tongue. You might not be able to see. There you go. Now this is black. This is black owned, black design. The homie Johannes, he did a podcast also called You Ain't Seen Nothing. It chronicles, I don't want to butcher. I am wearing not YouTube, Google out today. You ain't seen nothing. It's about what happened over there in Bridgeport. You ain't seen nothing. I think it's You Ain't Seen Nothing. Johannes. If you have not, you didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. And hold on. Leonard Clark. Okay. Leonard. So This young blood was riding his bike through Bridgeport with his friends, which is, if you're from the crib, you already know what it is. It's a probably still is a sundown. C Murder, is it still a sundown town over there or a sundown neighborhood over there in Bridgeport? Like, are we still welcome over there? Everybody also journal too. Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely journal. Yeah, these joints. Look at that cappuccino line, and that's what he called it. And these were made in Portugal. They cost me a pretty penny, but I'm wearing these to the sneaker ball next week. But it got that stand. You know me and my Adidas, it got that stand. And look at that also. Look at that. Look how clean that is, man. So I'd rather spend with my brother any day of the week, any day of the freaking week, man. Um, truth. Yeah. Oh, Bridgeport good now. Okay. Yep. Yeah, they feel good too. And then Corey at Leaders just bought a pair. Corey at Leaders just brought a pair too. But I had caught mine first. But Johans is doing really good work. Those joints are called sorbet. So I had been wanting those at least for a year. Then I just had to pull the trigger and I said, if I can get these Joe Fresh Goods joints, then I could definitely you know, invest with the brother, man. Um, but yeah, man, we got I don't even want to keep saying like we got a lot of work to do. We know that there's work to do, right? We know that our women are in the space that they in. And I don't think that's gonna change until the brothers come, the things that we can agree on, like let's just agree on that and build from there, man. Let's keep it moving, man. I ain't gotta agree with you on everything, brother. But if we agree at least on family, right? If we agree at least on covenant between man and woman, let's build from there, man. Let's stop entertaining these unruly heifers, man. There's too many of them. And cats got too much access to them. Somebody showed a video of Kodak Black flying in. It's an old video, but he was having this conversation with some IG thought that he flew in, and she was like explaining, like he was like, "Man, I gave you $300, something like that." She's like, "Man, you ain't took a B nowhere to eat and this and third." And he's like, "It's barbecue in there." I don't want no leftover barbecue. It was very transactional, very transactional. And I know that part of it is we got way too many freedoms, G. We got so much freedom. I think he do still have them in stock. That's good that Bridgeport is good now though, because when I listened to that podcast on Leonard Clark, I was like, and you right, you may be right because I know there's a couple of black businesses over there. I know one sister had a restaurant over there and she was crying because nobody was coming out. I'm like, well, you got this restaurant in Bridgeport. Uh, but know that if you're not like with Bridgeport, if you're not from the crib, man, it's traditionally I think Irish, and we could not be over there after sundown. After sundown, so hopefully Mount Greenwood gets to that place to get to that point if they're not already there. But like I said, C Murder could fact check me in real time. Yeah, God, family, community, man, in that order. Here's the other thing, elevated. We keep thinking that humans are terrible at solving for the human condition, right? So we think that we got to reinvent the wheel, and meanwhile, everybody else just continue to pass over us. Every community just continues passing over us. That's what the women want nowadays. They want that transaction. See, I think those are I don't know that those are women, see murder. I think those are adult females. I think those are adult females that want that. Those transactional relationships, Greenwood still right, yeah. Yeah. Now Greenwood still got them retired police and civil servants over there. So yeah. Yeah, those females who are highly transactional, um, those are the ones that end up as, baby mamas and complaining and, you know, uh, I don't want to use the typical language that we use, right? The Pookies and the Ray Rays and all that. Like all that stuff is basic, man. I'm just ready for our people to win. I think, with $1.5 trillion in disposable income, when I look at what we were able to raise for Kamala Harris in a matter of hours, imagine if we concentrated that energy and effort into one community. Imagine if we started grooming our own political candidates to go represent us. Imagine if we had our own lobby groups, our own political action committees, and our own super PACs that advocated on just like three things, right? So again, if y'all find Ice Cube's contract with Black Americas, like put me up on game, let me know. I was looking for it, I can't find it. I can't find it. Dog, you not in the field. the vets are the vets are transactional. I'm definitely not in the field, so I agree with you there. Get monetized. Clue, what's happening, man? Oh man, the thing of it is, I don't take this, man. I should take it serious because I said I would use the super chats and the monetization to support some of the causes that I'm passionate about. I just don't take it serious enough, man. And I think what I want to do also is like, I think I want to do pre-recorded videos over here. I really want to take all my talents over there to fan base. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it just for me, it just makes more sense. Like if I believe in the platform that much, I really do want to and I'm invested in it, right? So for me, it just makes more. You know how Jay-Z has that line like something about playing for the team I own or something like that. Like that's, you know, I feel that way about it, but I don't know, man. I be on the fence about this stuff so much, and it just be too much tomfoolery going on in YouTube that I can't take it serious enough and commit to it. But I do enjoy having these conversations. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, we need to put effort into the community like they did Kamala. Yeah. Yeah, in 3 hours. Man, see murder. Bro. Yeah, if I do it, I definitely gotta bring you on board though, man, because it'd be so much I be wanting to talk about. Like, see, they don't know about the city, bro. They think it's all like they don't know. They don't know about the city, bro. They think it's all like shoot 'em up, old block. They think it's old block shootings and deep dish pizza. They have no idea. Like I think this probably was one of the best summers for this city between the DNC and I know so many black businesses that ate good off the DNC. Um, yeah, it's yeah. I gotta think about it a little bit more, man. I keep playing with it. Yeah, YouTube can be a mess. But the other thing, Vaughn, I gotta start thinking about it, man. It's a tool also, right? So it's just a platform. When I get back on YouTube, we gotta link up. Yeah, we definitely do. Nixon. Nixon, we definitely gotta break bread and build. But like I said, I don't want to do none of these DMP conversations, not like that. Sprinkle a little bit, but man, I really want to get to this hip hop music, this culture, the art. Did I get a new piece? I did. I just don't know where I put it. I got too much stuff I gotta get framed, man. I got so much stuff I gotta get framed. Uh Vaughn, I know you do. I'll be trying to tell you about all the house music stuff that's going on, man. We going to Kenwood Gardens for Sunday service the last Sunday of this month to be the finale. And Stony Island Arts Bank, they have the Johnson Publishing Company, John H. Johnson, Ebony and Jet. They have an exhibit. They just reopened the gallery. So on the second floor, they have the Johnson Library. Oh man. Massive. It's got to be like it's not even 50 foot. I forget how. Like it's floor to ceiling, panoramic, nothing but books. But I can't. I don't know the height. It's not. It's more than 50 feet. The ceiling is ridiculous, but it's floor to ceiling, just nothing but books. And then it's artifacts from the office. He was down there on 200. I think it's 200 South Michigan or 200 North Michigan. I think it's South Michigan. He had the offices there. And then he had a penthouse here. Man, it's just anyway. As a people, we are so beautiful, man. So beautiful. Let me read a few more of these and then we're gonna get up out of here. Nobody eating deep dish. Hey man, listen, we've been on Italia Fiesta over here for, for a good minute. I only do deep dish when I'm like if it's somebody from out of town, like I had my man Chaos from out of town and we went to Giordano's just because that's what people hear and so they gotta try. But if you from here, my man C Murder, right? Nobody's eating deep dish. But let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all a quick word of advice. If you ever come to the city and you link up with my man C Murder, okay? Do not, do not do shots with him. Do not do shots. Now I'm not drinking. I have not drank in a year. I haven't drank since March of last year. But I'm telling you, don't do shots. Don't do shots with C Murder unless yo. Yep. Bro, Frankie Beverly hit me kind of hard. I'm blessed that I attended music concert and that. When was that? In 2006. Oh, Atlantic Civic Center. Jesus Christ. That was years ago. Got a dope R&B and wine joint. Man, let me know. See, yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna build. I'm so South is crazy, man. My brother was just talking about how it should be categorized different. So, man, deep dish is good. To tourists, that's the only time. Yeah. Yeah. Leon's. I think there's like one open. They reopened one somewhere. No, it's lemon them now, Vaughn. Frankie Beverly. So that's the other thing I want to get to on this channel too, right? Because we're losing so many of our library. Make sure y'all follow my man C Murder too. I know he ain't got his channel up. He just over here jaw jacking and slacking, but just follow him anyway. Just as a favor to me. I would love. Yeah, so man, that post that I made on Frankie Beverly, man, I'm gonna start bringing these Atlanta stories out, G. I'm gonna just have to start bringing them out because y'all don't think Fat Me Greasy, fam. Them pictures, them photos, like, and I haven't taken no celebrity photos in years. But that's a personal choice why I don't do that. Um, I hate that when I decided not to, that was the wrong time for me to do that because the last event, it was a big event that I hosted while I was in Atlanta at the Atrium. It had man, Big Daddy Kane, Arrested Development, Public Enemy, um, Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, Houdini with Ecstasy and Jaleel before Ecstasy passed. And then like Chico and El DeBarge was like that Monday. It was an R&B segment Monday. This was like one of the this was for the BT Hip Hop Awards that weekend, and everybody was in town. And the promoter, I feel bad for the promoter because he must have taken a huge hit because that venue did not sell out the way that it should have. But he had everybody and their mama there to perform, and I was hosting with my homegirl Miss Dia, and I decided not to. I decided like I'm no longer taking pictures, and so I didn't take any pictures. But the pictures that I do have, there are a whole bunch of stories around those. So I'll just tell this one with Frankie Beverly really quick. So that one with Frankie Beverly, and I know I tell that story on my own on my. I think I posted on my community wall, but I was at Sugar Hill at Underground, and shout out to Jay Carter and Freddie. Uh, we we wasn't hosting that night. I forget how I got backstage, but I was backstage. Dwele was performing. Dwele was killing it. And then next thing you know, people was like, "Yo, Frankie Beverly, Frankie Beverly," because I think I was in the green room. I was in the green room. All right, C Murder. Yep, I'm off at 3 tomorrow, bro. Love you, King. Love you. That's my brother, man. Um, so Dwele was killing it. And I remember, people I guess were asking like to get pictures with him, and his security was like, no, 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 no. They was because they was going right up to him and blocking him. So I peeped that. And I went straight to his security and I was like, hey, um, I'm not trying to disturb him, but yo, like my uncle, I was telling him like my uncle is a huge fan of his music, and you know, it would mean the world, blah, 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 blah. And so he asked him, I think he told him that. And then Frankie Valli was like, yeah, you come take pictures. And that's the picture that you see. His security actually took that picture. Because I think that's why I looked like that, because I was like halfway telling him something. And then I ain't even really fully posed. That's why it looks like I'm in the middle of speaking in that picture, but it's all good. But what I got a chance to tell Frankie Beverly in real time, when I worked at McDonald's in Hyde Park off 53rd, I used to ride that 4th and Cottage Grove to 95th, and like clockwork. I don't know what it was, but every time we get there by 63rd and Cottage Grove, man, that happy feelings would come on. And you got to remember, around that time when I was working at McDonald's, Tupac had sampled that for Get Away. So that's what brought it back to my memory. Like I remember that from when my mom and them was playing that at their card party and stuff like that. But then Tupac was, he had sampled that for uh Tell Me Can You Get Away? He was dirty macking the old boy, right? And so I got a chance to tell him how much that song meant to me as a young blood, man. Reminded me of my mama and them card parties they used to do playing bid whist, tonk, spades. Them jokers used to be loud, man. And you know how we do. When you pull out that big joker, well, you set the other one. They talking big mess down there. But I got a chance to tell him that, man, and he was so gracious and so cool. So then the next thing that happened was Dwele, because I got the picture before Dwele like made contact with him. So Dwele was like, and he was just there enjoying Dwele and supporting Dwele. And Dwele was like, "Oh, come on out." He was trying to make it a surprise, and he was like, "No, come on out." Da, 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 da. And he was like, "No, this is your show. It's not mine." And Dwele kept egging, like pleading with him to come out. And he came out, and they did. Dwele plays keys, so he's playing the chords for "Before I Let Go." And Frankie Beverly sings like that first verse, and it gets to I guess that's the bridge or the refrain, and then they get to man. And when you hear that "Before I Let You Go," and the whole crowd at Sugar, oh man, it's a small club, but it was an intimate club, and it had an upstairs to it, and the main floor. But when I tell you that joint was rocking, man, like, and I got a lot of good memories there too. Like when Foreign Exchange performed there, that was a good one. Shout out to my homegirl Dia, man. Shout out to Dia. Shout out to my man Chaos, man. Like I said, I lived a very privileged life. Very, very privileged life in Atlanta. Goose Island, yes, is still open. Man in white. Yo, that New Orleans second line tribute, man. And that's what I'm saying about us as a people, man. Like we so I don't even want to say talented. Like we just, man. Let me see. Who's on still over? Yes. Shout out to my man C Murder. We are losing legends. We are. So who's going to continue to tell those stories? So like I said, the African proverb, when an elder dies, the library burns to the ground, man. Tito Jackson, yep. Smokey still hanging in there, yep. Stevie Wonder, man. Stevie Wonder, I regret him and Sade. When I should have went to see them both time, the last time they performed, I did not go see them, and I regret it. Sade, John Legend. The last time John Legend opened for her, and I'm not the biggest fan of John Legend, so I was like, nah. But I should have went because she don't perform but every 30 years. And then with Stevie Wonder, he was performing at Phillips Arena in Atlanta, and I don't know what happened. I know my man Chaos went because afterward, it was his birthday, so that's how I know he went. It was his birthday, and afterwards, we ended up at Sound Table, and Spike Lee made it. Spike Lee was in there. And shoot, that one, Spike Lee wasn't taking pictures, but I was like, yo, my man Chaos from Brooklyn, it's his birthday. Can you please, like, you want his favorite direct, can you please take a picture with him? And there's a picture that I took of Chaos, Spike Lee, and Chaos Mama Chaos. Oh man. But yeah, we gotta tell these stories. We gotta appreciate our legends while they're here. We gotta salute them. I was definitely reminded with the passing of Tito Jackson that had it not been for him getting in trouble, going in the room, snatching that guitar, we wouldn't have Michael Joseph, And Stevie Wonder and Sade, those are two artists I would pay whatever to see. PJ Morton, I don't miss his shows. There's only certain performers, but a lot of performers that I've wanted to see, I've seen. Stevie Wonder and Sade are the only ones left that I have not seen. That I have not seen. Moo Anoink. Moo Anoink. Moo, moo, moo. We got baby spare ribs. They slamming them bones and got that liquor all around. Yo. I'm talking about the sugar honey iced tea talking they used to do, fam. Like what? And it's 10 to get in. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't, slap bones and like 5. No. It's 10 to get in. Man, table get to shaking. Oh, type man. Anyway. Man, Dwelle. You gotta keep. What about Dwelle? No. I was just saying about the what's the name about the show that he was performing at. Dwelle is in Detroit doing his thing, man. Shoot, the way I got man of the year with my wife. One of the first dates that we went on here, not one of the first dates, but I took her out to City Winery, and I have a connect. My man was doing I won't say his name, but he's road manager for Dwelle and a Tribe Called Quest. But he was like, yo, I'm in the city, whatever woo de woo. And I was like, yo, can you get me tickets? Me and my lady, can we come? Like, yeah, I got you, whatever whoop de woo. Had me on the list. Show started. We had really good seats. He popped out, said what's up, and then after the show, he was like, "Yo, come on back." And took me backstage. And I had met Dwelle before because of the Sugar Hill joint, but to introduce my wife to him, and she's like, "Whoa," you know what I'm saying? Yo, and I'm not saying like she was like, "Whoa," like impressed at another man, like she was admiring him. She was admiring me for having the pull to get back there. We sitting back there kicking it, the band smoking, you know what I'm saying? They drinking. And he was gracious enough to take a picture with her. And she wasn't my wife at the time; she was my girl. But yeah, man, that was yeah, that was City Winery was a dope time. City Wineries, but I've honestly lived a very very privileged life. Sade 2 at the New Year's Eve concert, amazing man. Yeah, we gotta keep them alive as well. Yeah, they no longer here. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. Oh wait, hold on, y'all. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I mean, my overarching point, we definitely in a spiritual warfare, man. Even think about this: we're losing our legends, right? And we're talking about music, and uh, I want to be clear. I'm gonna have to do a show one day on the difference between like when I say like entertainers and stuff like that, and then the music, right? Because one of the reasons why Frankie Beverly transitioning, why that hit so hard, or why Bill Withers hit so hard. Number one, they provide the soundtrack of our lives, right? Um, the other thing, oh, shout out to Inglewood Music Fest too. They just had a free music fest over there in Inglewood for the people, and they brought Lenny Williams out. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I don't know if that was Twister that brought him out or if he was actually on the bill, but either way, I thought that was a good look for him. And if you don't know who Lenny Williams is, just go Google him. But I agree, we got to keep uh, telling the story of our legends and stuff like that. But think about this: there is no one to replace these troubadours and these griots that we're losing. There's no one who's going to replace them. There's no one to replace them, man. You think about some of the music that's being created today. James Brown music you can still play to this day. Isaac Hayes music still gets played to this day. Quincy Jones, Miles Davis, my lord, that kind of blue album. John Coltrane, right? That music gets played to this day. I don't know that 50 years from now, if I'm keeping it a bean, uh, a lot of this music I don't know that we'll be listening to. There's no real heart connection to it. There's no connection to it. There's no that part I'll be feeling bad for my kids about because it's like, I remember the soundtrack of my life, being in high school and stuff like that, and what we were listening to then. Even when I was in grammar school, listening to Luther Vandross, and that was like before my time, but we listened to it because that's what our parents listened to. All right. So yeah, I want to get into the difference between music as a conduit for messaging and then microwave music. And again, it's not defecating on what's out there now, but it's really just to showcase the difference. And I'm really hopeful that quality music with care for musicianship and the craft will make its way back into prominence, man. But Curtis Mayfield, Jesus Christ, Donny Hathaway. No, yeah, they had him for free over there in Inglewood, which was dope. Thank you, Elevated. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, for real. Man, he owes his entire singing career, yes. No soul connection, yes. There's no originality. Yeah. Um, yeah. So hey, man. Yo, who elevated, you should have let it stay. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, man, we'll get more consistent, and we'll move the conversation to something more substantive. Oh, that piece, I do want to talk about that at some point too. Not now, but at some point. I have no idea. That was hilarious. Wait, gospel music. So wait, the Christian rappers are sounding like drill. I want to get into that. I want to get into holy. Man, I was just telling somebody. I want to get into holy hip hop. I want to get into Christian hip hop. I want to get into how these how CCM hijack holy hip hop from us. Um I might get in trouble on that one because I would name names, especially there's one prominent rapper, and I ain't got no problem with him. But when the Joker came out, Joker was sounding like Wu-Tang at first. And then he found that lane that was acceptable for CCM, Christian contemporary music, and he blew up in that lane, lost that Wu-Tang sound, started sounding more like Macklemore. And so even to this day, like Lecrae is considered CCCHH and not holy hip hop, right? And I always pay homage and respect because Boogie Bless was one of the first people on radio that broke through with holy hip hop. He had a whole 4 hour show, I think. No, it started out as a 1 hour show and he built it up. So you wouldn't have a Willie Moore Jr. or a Coco Brother without Boogie Bless on Sundays on Hot 97 in Atlanta. You don't have that without him. Yeah, I want to get into that. At some point I will. At some point I will, man. But gospel music sound like drill now? Dang. Hey man. Hey, L Nix. Relax. No, 116. You talking about some 112. It's past your bedtime. What you think about Mace? So listen, here's the thing with Mace. When he did the music, when he did a comeback, I mean, you could tell he only had like the 2 tracks on there. He had the Welcome Back, and then he had the Breathe, Stretch, Shake, Let It Go. Nothing much more other than that. Yo, L Nixon. Yo, who is that? Wait, Clue, wait a minute. What you know about hold on. Shout out to Danny Wilson. Shout out to Marco. I think it was Marco Harris. I think his last name was Harris. Shout out to Marco. Shout out to Eddie Velez, the preaching Puerto Rican. What you know about Danny Wilson? And I wouldn't say that it was founded by him. They had a company though. They did take the name and leverage it. They did what they did. But yeah. Yeah, gospel rap, gospel. So yeah, you're right. Flame, cross movement, ambassador. Fanatic status now, right? Jafia Life. I'll dox myself if I talk about holy hip hop. Don't dox yourself, Clue. But okay, dig this here. I do. I have a thing, and it makes me very annoyed and irritated. And it is racial in nature, but if them people in Nashville gonna sit up there and act like we're all Christians and we're all viewed the same, I would challenge that because I was there for GMAs. I was there. I wasn't there when the Stellas were in Nashville. I was around when Stellas went to Atlanta. And where did they went to Vegas after Atlanta or something like that? Or maybe they went back to Chicago and then went to Atlanta. But I got a problem with them coming in jacking holy hip hop. I still say holy hip hop. I don't say CCCHH. But I was around for Rapzilla. What's my man? He's from Norway before he moved up there to Minnesota. What's his name? I can't think his name. Youngblood. Philip Rude. ROOD. Founder of Rapzilla. He's probably older now. He was a kid though when he was doing Rapzilla in like Denmark or Norway or something. Yeah, L Nixon, Mark J, Corey Red and Precise, Mark of the East. Who else? Man, Tunnel Rats, New Breed, LA Symphony, Soup the Chemist. Um, Bet you didn't know your boy could sing. I did know you could sing. Singing lead with a choir. Okay. Bizzle Cook Jay-Z. Shout out to Bizzle. Uh Hold on. Let me pause this. Man. Wait, hold on. Where did this go? That's one. LA Cathedral. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what Vaughn talking about. Let me find out, Vaughn. Yeah, I knew you could sing though, Vaughn.
You're never alone. No, 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 no.
What?
You're never alone. Oh no. He's with you night and day.
Wait, Vaughn, that's you? Right there? Wait, Vaughn. So I knew you could sing because y'all talk about it. LA Cathedral Choir. Man, don't get me started on like when I first got serious about my walk and had to get rid of like all my R&B CDs. That's why when Corey Love was talking about that on his channel, I knew exactly what he's talking about, man. I had a CD case. I had to get rid of that thing, man. I replaced it with like Fred Hammond. I remember Ben Tankard has some dope joints. CD Hawkins. Man, that joint's, oh no, let me not get in trouble over here. Wait a minute, let me read some more of these in. Okay, wait, Big Court? Courtney know? Okay. Big Court know you. Hit me up on IG. Hold on. Man, I can't see you. It might be easier for you to find me over there. It's the way Chicago really spelled out here, but the THE. If you send me something, I'll approve it now. I went to a cross movement show. It was fire. I saw cross move. So first of all, man, I got stories, G. I got stories. So when they used to do so first of all, Crewvention. I didn't go to the Crewvention in Orlando. That was the first one they had, but the one they had in '97 in Atlanta, all up through that joint. It was Grits, it was Cross Movement, it was New Breed, it was Mark J. Who else? L Rock, that whole crew. I done lived a couple of lives. Hold on. Vaughn, geez, Louise, man. I'm gonna have to gotta look up holy hip hop. So the only real distinction, like holy hip hop, is just a genre. Like again, most people don't even refer to it as holy hip hop. They say Christian hip hop or gospel rap. Gospel rap, cool. But every time I hear somebody say gospel rap, I think about gospel gangsters. But holy hip hop, because I worked with Danny and them for a long time. And yeah, I'm a little bit biased. I'm a little bit biased. Yeah. Wait, Ben Tanker played on what I just played? Oh, gee, hold on. New Breed. New Breed. So wait. No. New Breed was LC and Macho Ortega. They were from Boston. There was a brother and sister group. They were Puerto Rican from Boston. And now they're in LA. Well, they were in LA last I heard from them. But they were super dope. They were super dope. They went over there and linked up with Tunnel Rats. This is good. Man, Listen, obviously most people know Lecrae, but like you said, Bizzle is a beast. And whatever. We'll talk about it at another time. But so for me, like I used to travel with Canton Jones. I used to we went to the same church, and then my man Jeff, and I said this on another broadcast, but my man Jeff knew Canton Jones before he recommitted to his walk. So when Canton Jones came out of Morehouse, he was really doing R&B, but what caught Jeff's attention and then my attention, because he was like, hey, listen to this, let me know what you think. Ken Jones had a whole R&B CD, and then at the end of it, he had a gospel song, and nobody was doing that at the time. And it was like, yo, and it was good. And also at that time, if I'm keeping it a bean, he sounded like R. Kelly. So it was like, yo, who is this cat? So Jeff thought he had something with it, and it really didn't go anywhere. But then when I ran into him, I was like, oh, you Ken Jones, like my man Jeff. And so we kind of connected over that. And then, me being the way that I am and how I am and who I am, man, dude took me on the road with him. I was more like merch and road manager and stuff like that for him for a while, for a very long while. And man, the lessons I learned from that dude, man, I love that brother. Can't say nothing bad about him to me, but I've had a lot of good experiences and up close and personal experiences in the movement because of him. One of the first projects me and my man did, somebody reminded my man Sean Blue. Somebody reminded him a minute ago, like, man, he's like, you were the first one to do verses before verses was a thing, right? And that's because I had this idea to pit like Christian artists against a secular counterpart. Like El Nixon was saying, man, like holy or Christian hip hop or rap is rap. So like, if you're an MC, you're an MC. I would put Ambassador up against anybody. I would put the Truth up against anybody. Lecrae is there now, so I would put him up against anybody too, right? So if you dope, you dope. But in that phase of holy hip hop, like there was a counterpart. Like somebody sound like Truth early on reminded people of Jay-Z. Ambassador and Cross Movement reminded people of Wu-Tang. So when we did this knockout series, right? And the premise, there was a whole premise behind it, and it was, super corny about knocking the devil out and all this other stuff, right? So we was putting our guys up against the secular and the world. The first mixtape we did was Canton Jones versus R. Kelly. That mixtape was a beast. And then Canton, he didn't too much like it at first. And if I'm an artist and I'm standing on my own too, I don't want to be compared to nobody else. But the cover was dope. Man, the mixtape was dope, man. It was dope. And then the next one we did was T Hattie versus T Pain. Oh man, shout out to T Hattie. T Hattie a beast. Oh man. Let me get ready to get up out of here. I keep saying this right. It's just as good. No, he play on the oh, okay. I'll drop a link to you. I don't talk about that tonight. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Wait, what? Wait, which one of his sisters? I don't want to say their name on here, but say word. This was years ago. This was like when the password came out and he was with Arrow Records. Dang, that's crazy. I just read that. I didn't uh dang, wait, what? Yeah, I know. I'm reading now. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, stop talking. Cool. Oh, it's on YouTube. Hold on. Wait. I don't want to say his sister's name. Now I'm curious. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this world is way too small. Oh, wait, are you still in Dallas? Um, wait a minute. Are you still in Dallas or you in Atlanta now? Like I remember we haven't met, but I remember hearing about you a lot. And this, which house was it? Jesus Christ, they had about 3 or 4 houses now, 4 or 5. Dang, like is Meaty still man? Yeah, we gotta chop. I got questions, but and I haven't talked to CJ in a minute, but that's man, I got so much love for that brother, man. Um, the lessons I learned. One of the first things, um, I'll say this for any artist, the way that brother used to move, man. Okay, that's a bet. Dang, I said too much with saying Dallas. My bad, man. My bad. Uh, but it used to be Justin. This is how long ago it was. Justin used to, it was me, Justin, CJ. This was before love. This was before love. This was before love when I first started traveling with him. CJ used to have it in his rider, the honorarium is the honorarium, whatever. But in his rider, he used to have 4 plane tickets. Two for me, one for Justin. No, 2 hotel rooms and 4 plane tickets. One for me, one for Justin, one for him, one for Mona. He didn't go nowhere without Mona. He did not go nowhere without Mona. And I respect him for that because that was, man, it wasn't finna be no instance of, and we seen this in that space, right? Um we seen accusations come on people. Never had that with CJ. Never happened. Mona was there, and Mona would beat the brakes off a chick too. Yo, let me get out of here. Yo, yo, oh man, that's a small world, G. That's crazy. Um, yeah, I got nothing but love for that brother, man. And I think I still got some memorabilia from the password when it was re-released. Love Jones when Chaz did the work on that. By the time I was down there at Arrow Records, I think Kingdom Business, Password was re-released, and Love Jones, which man, oh, that's how you know Danny and them then. Cause yeah, it wasn't I don't think it was Danny that pulled that move on Love Jones, but that was anyway. Okay. Let me get up out of here. Yeah, 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 yeah. I caught that. I caught that. Uh oh man, that Love Jones album was out of there. And then people didn't even get that dang, what was that? It was the one album that the youth did down there, the youth ministry did, that got released through Arrow Records, that had Who Doing It Big. It eventually made its way onto the password, but that Who Doing It Big, I remember that house they had over there. What is that park called? It's by Friendship Park or Friend Park. I forget. It's the house that Meaty moved in when he came up from Florida. But I remember going over there to record the vocals for Who Doing It Big. And all I was in the background just saying me. Me and GJ. He called me and GJ. And I'm thinking, he called me like, hey, can you come over here? I need you to help me record or something. I'm thinking I got a special assignment. I'm getting all geeked up, like, what? CJ need me to go over here and record, da, 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 da. Get in the booth and this. And then you waiting. I'm not no studio dude. I don't like being in the studio. You sit up there waiting for him to set stuff up, and he's like, "Yeah, so when this come, I just need you to say me, and then 1, 2, 3, me, me." And let me get off here, man. That's crazy. Okay. Right. 20 years. Yo, we gonna have to get to it. What is it? 20 years, 3 months, 4 days or something in the life of yo. And when he explained it, now tell me if I'm wrong. That that 20 years album, that's how old he was. Was it when they got married or when he met Mona? Was that how he? Because I don't think he was explaining that like that was how old he was or when he recommitted. I don't think that's what it was. I think that's when he either met Mona or or when they got married. But that's crazy. Dang, the world is way too small, G. Yeah, and if L Nix is still up in here, yeah, we definitely gonna have to build on holy hip hop, man. It's I told them cats last year, right? I told them last year, I said it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Why are y'all not telling y'all story? Like y'all have a place in this story too. Why? Anyway, 20 years, 3 months, 12 days. Yep. 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 Man, I can't remember. I got it in there somewhere. Like I got all the early albums in there, including that one with the blue cover, the R&B album when he married Mona. Yep. I remember that. I remember him explaining that. That's how old he was. People was expecting like some deep spiritual, but when I tell you, dang, and you know what, Clue? You know what's funny? You know how bad they would call CJ a simp over in this space, and I'm talking about to see that man, the way he loves that woman, and you could tell how much value she adds to him. Like, yeah, man, let me get up out of here, man. Now I got some ideas for some more shows. No, but elevated, this the thing. It's not even so much that it's like oh that's sweet. Like it's real. Like I can't even describe it, fam. Because I've heard him break this down, but I've seen him live it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that man live it. I've seen him live it. I've seen yeah, I've seen him and his wife ascend. Like we didn't see it coming like that. How God elevated them. Because he could have stayed comfortable where he was. He could have stayed comfortable, man, with that brother. And the way that he takes care of her. It's impressive, man. It's impressive. It's admirable, very admirable. And I know the way that these cats would be so quick to call him Simmons don't even understand the move that's being made and how God protects and cover their union as a result, man. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I argue with these cats so much, but I'm gonna stop arguing. Yeah, I remember. She went to Spelman. She sang at Spelman, and then he was with the men's choral chorus at Morehouse, and he did all that traveling. Yeah, I remember. Man, a clue. I'm telling you, that man. It's one like I said. It's one thing to hear somebody say it. But to see him live that out and what that looks like in real time, like I said, when we would travel and he if they couldn't send for Mona, he wasn't going. If they didn't give him the hotel room and the 4 plane tickets and one was for Mona. Cause I don't even think it was so much as a big thing in those days. It wasn't so much as a big thing about like first class and all that other stuff. It wasn't really all about that with him. Uh, his wife had to be there with him every single time. Ronnie Ron, man, Yeah, Clue, we got to build, fam, because we got to figure out now that you're making me think about because they are compelling the case for uh, how covenant works in this space, man. Well, they got three boys in love. It's three boys, right? 22 years. Vaughn, shout out to Vaughn, man. Yeah, I know. Vaughn, I know you know. Um, Elevated. Yeah, it's just I can't even describe. Yeah, me and Clue gonna have to build, man. I can't even describe. I'm just saying because I've seen it in real time. I've seen Mona add the value. I remember when CJ went full time. Mona ain't worked for nobody else but him and or not him, but like the family business, or well, they're pastors now. But I'm saying when he was fully dedicated to being an artist, and I think this is after he left doing music like for the youth at the church and stuff like that. I won't say what church we went to, Clue, because that'll really grind some gears. But I still refer to pastor as pastor. Like I'm in Chicago. So I've relocated obviously, but I still refer to pastor as pastor. Um yeah, you did, Ronnie. I'm actually about to wrap up, man. We was just talking about the conversation. Clue came in here and messed everything up. Now I got to go to IG and see who the heck Clue is. I mean, I know who he is. We just never really met, but then just to see um, his brother-in-law is one of my favorite people in the universe. Um, yeah, it's had a significant impact on my life. And lessons that I learned with that man still resonate to this day. And then, to see that that's his brother-in-law, and I'm sitting up here just having a conscious stream of thought now. Um, yeah, yeah, I will. I promise. Man, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I probably was, man. That brother. I was talking about Canton. Yeah. Oh, cause of Corey. Yeah, cause of Corey Love, man. Um, yeah, I remember the first time CJ came up here, man, the Salem Baptist Church, uh, Reverend Comer invited him up, and then you had DJ Q, Quincy Cecil. We visited some bookstores when Evergreen Plaza was still open, and then took him over there to KKC when my man K Jilla, Keno Greer. Keno's doing I think 102 now, 102 something, Rejoice. But he was doing KKC at that point. And man, I was taking him all around the crib, man. That was a time. And then he performed at Salem. He performed it for the youth event. And then shoot, they invited him over to the big church over there on 115th. Yeah, this is your fault. Oh, that's crazy. Right. Peace to Croatia. We love Croatia too. Yeah, we can blame it on Corey. Corey ain't here. He resting in his light skin energy. Um, oh, see, look, once Governor Ronnie come in here, then all the trolls start coming in. Um, I have no idea. Hey, Elevate, I don't be wanting y'all to work, man. Do what you do though. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting y'all to relax and we can have a conversation. I only do the wrenches just in case any foolish people from this space come in and start doing goofy stuff. But you know, do what you do if you see fit. I don't be expecting y'all to work over here, man. I enjoy having the conversations and more more so now I enjoy being able to tell and share my stories. Uh yeah, I done lived about 3 lives in Atlanta, man. But yeah, Clue, I'm gonna go ahead so I can because I gotta get up in the morning too. And then definitely shout out to Clue. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna go check IG after the hold on. No, I could do it right here. Let me do this now. That's crazy. This world, and this is the you know what's this is the thing. This is the truth of the matter. You never know. You never know. You it's always like 6 degrees of separation. You never know who's watching. When I met Humble Dad, man, we was having conversations. Come to find out, we knew some of the same people from traveling in that same cipher. Okay, that's my man, Chaos. Clue, 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 clue. That's crazy. Wait, what? Clue, I don't see you. Hold on. Hold on. Is it under Clue channel? Very small world. That's crazy. Uh, and I tell you what, if you talk to CJ, uh, if you talk to CJ tomorrow, uh, ask him about D Woods. Ask him about D Woods. Man, I don't see. Hold on. Let me go here. Dang, that's crazy. 20 years, 3 months, and 12 days. That the title song is crazy. Oh, yeah. I, I always thought you would have. Oh, but I guess that does make sense. Yes, 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 yes. I'm trying to figure out if we were connected on Facebook or something, man. Because I remember seeing your name in a couple of places, like your full government. I remember seeing that in a couple of places. Wait, but it's not sure. Oh, there you go. Yep, that's crazy, G. Okay, we Gucci. Yep. I got you. Um, yeah, we'll definitely build, G. Man. On that note, we definitely gonna get up out of here, man. We got a day tomorrow. I appreciate y'all as always. Just let me get stuff off the top of my dome, man. But again, the most important thing is there's definitely a war going on outside. It's definitely a war going on outside. Guard your grill. All right. Your scriptures, your Bible tells you to guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. Right. Like protect your heart. Right. Um, there's all types of forces and evil wickedness in high places that's really vying for your attention. And a lot of stuff that we find ourselves participating in, we're opening portals for I don't want to get too deep with it, but again, I believe in God, I believe in spirits, I believe in demons, right? So you're opening yourselves up for evil spirits to overtake you or inviting them to have the conversation with you, right? Um, and you don't even know. And so again, for me, it's like the perch that I'm sitting on, watching all this stuff take place. It's wild because it's almost like I can't. I'm saying, like, yes, you have all these signals around you. Do you notice what just happened with Kendrick Lamar when he did his verse for when he did his verse for Watch the Party Die, and he said something about Lecrae and D1. Do you notice how many people started responding? And somebody, I think Rob Markman, was he commented that uh it's akin, like he made this correlation between like when Lil Wayne, a Millie came out, and it was like 100 million a Millie verses, and then he highlighted though how many people have already responded with their version of Watch the Party Die, Lecrae being one of the main ones. D1 put a verse out, but then there's Ransom that put a verse out. Ray Vaughn put a verse out. I'm pretty sure there are other people. I haven't heard it yet, but Lecrae's verse is like, to me, it's Lecrae. I think a lot more people are more like, I think there are a lot of people that are more surprised than what I think they should be, but it's Lecrae. You know, it's Lecrae. So with that, we just gonna go ahead and end it off there. Vaughn, I'm definitely gonna listen to this a little bit more and make sure I'm not missing anything. Coming up. You see it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please, peace and love. Yeah, elevated. Thank you. Yes, guard your heart, and yes, and have discernment. Hey, elevate. I know you're trying to get out of it. I'm trying to get out of it too. But can you have discernment? Can can you have discernment? Can can you have discernment without the Holy Spirit? It's a rhetorical question. I'll keep scratching because I'm letting it grow in now, so it's just gonna be all itchy. I keep playing with my face. One minute I want to go teed, and the next minute I'm letting it all come back in. And these grays are coming in, so I'm just cool with it. So, a little bit of salt and pepper. Go with God and he will go with you. Peace. Yes, indeed. You can, but I don't know how effective it will be. I agree, because I think God empowers us or enables us with some sensibilities, right? Some people refer to it as intuition, which I think is real. I think intuition is real, and I don't think it's just a thing for women. I think men have intuition too. It's just a matter of how in tune we are, right? However, when I think about discernment, yeah, I was just wondering. I'll just leave it there. I was just wondering. I sent you an IG message. Okay, I'll check it. I accepted that request though. Um, Anointing destroys. The anointing destroys the yoke. Um, yes, I agree with that too. I 1000% agree with that. Yeah, I 1000% agree with that. Yeah, as soon as, because I'm doing this from my celly, so I ain't rich like most of y'all. Y'all be having 2 or 3 phones laying around, but yep, definitely we gonna build. That's crazy that we would meet in this way. And like I said, I've seen your name around like 1,000,001 times, fam. Like 1,000,001 times. Um, I think mostly on Facebook though. Wait, so was you around? And I asked later. I'm about to say, was you around when Beast was around? I was about to say his real name. I think I'm the only one. I think me and CJ the only one that call him Beast. I named him Beast. A brother of a certain age. Man, I saw you was about to go live on something. All you brothers that's breaking down this Diddy scenario, I'm gonna let y'all have that. Y'all can eat, run with that. I feel bad for him and his family. I feel bad for his seeds mainly, especially in the light of Kim not being here and what's about to come out with that. You know, yeah, you don't wish jail on no man, but I'm not trying to prevent him from his just recompense too, right? If he did these things, and he's gonna suffer the punishment for it. However, a lot of speculation around what's going on with him and all this other stuff. And for right now, I tend to agree with Boosie. He's being punished for what a lot of people do in the industry, and a lot of these people that's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he was doing all of that and 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Like this ain't the first time you done heard about Diddy and I'm talking about people in the industry. This is not the first time they done heard about, Puff and some baby oil. Like this is not no surprise to people the way they trying to make it seem like. Um, man, please listen. Hey, brother of a certain age. Let me tell you something, G. I be telling these young bloods, I earned every one of these. I told my homeboy he be doing Beijing and colorings and all that. And I'm like, for what? I'm not fighting to stay young. That's not even natural. Like, think about how bass actors we are that we fight to stay young. Who told you to stay young? Who who told you that the value is in being young? No, no. I embrace getting older and look forward to being being elevated to Baba status or Pawpaw or Big Daddy or Granddad or whatever. I look forward to that, man. Now, see how long I've been going. I'm sitting up there saying, I've been saying for like the last hour, let me get up out of here. But then something else happened. I got another opinion, another point of view, another story to tell. Insane. I got a ton of stories to tell, and I think it really is time to get them out. Like we just got to get them out, man. Um, but yeah, let me see these last couple of comments. Then I'm out. Definitely not rich. Still having this on my phone. Oh, and he should be punished. Well, they ain't letting him go. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Yep. 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 1000%, man. Like I said, a lot of us wasn't even supposed to make it to this age, right? I mean, I know where I'm from, we celebrated turning 18, then 21. If you reach 25, you was an OG. Um, so it's like we just had man, we just lost another person in our class, but we just had our all class reunion. And like when I go to class of 78, when I go to their tent is thin, right? And they said they had like 400 people graduate with them when they came out. My tent, 92, my tent was thin. Some of it was just from participation, but we've lost a lot of people, man. 93, they tent was thin. Um, we've lost a lot of people. So to make it to this age, yeah, I celebrate it. Vaughn, we know how young you are, man. Man, chill, 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 chill. um, man. Nah, Clue, all those are life lessons. All those are life lessons. I don't regret anything. Let me I ain't gonna say it that way. We all anyway, all of it's part of the journey. We are all the sum total of our decisions. And had I not been who I was at that time, wouldn't have ran into you like this. So, I fully embrace it. All of the errors, all of the imperfections, all of the flaws. And I mean that with every fiber of my being. I truly embrace it because yeah, where would we be, right? Okay, I'm officially on. Oh yeah, OG sir, Mr. Unk. Yeah, you definitely Unk now. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, life lessons and blessings. Indeed. All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it, man. Just hold your head, man. Man, I keep wanting to say something to these young bloods so bad, man, because I truly don't. I think so many of these young bloods are walking through with rose tinted lenses. The people that you think are your ops and the people that you think are your haters don't even matter. There is a song from Canton called Hater Day. Let me leave that up for Vaughn. That's Vaughn's joint. This joint, that Kingdom Business, Yo, that Kingdom Business clue got me through so much, man. Let me see if I can pull it up this way. Listen to this.
I'ma do something good for my hater today. I'ma do something good for my hater today. I'ma do something good for my hater today. Lord, help me with tomorrow. I'ma do something good for my hater today. I'ma do something good for my hater today. I'ma do something good for my hater today. Lord, help me with tomorrow.
I don't want to be fake today. So all my haters gonna have to take a hater break today. I don't want to play too much of that to catch a strike, but that song that got me through some things, man. It says, I'm gonna do something good for my hater today. Go and listen to it, man. He talks in that whole song about actually doing something good for his haters, right? So Youngblood, the people that you think are your haters, like, let your haters be your motivators, man. Like straight up. Be encouraged. Man, that's William Beckton right there. Ain't Yvonne, be encouraged. Yep, that's a fact. What's he talking about? Driving around looking for his house. Yep, that would be it. That's absolutely the way. I had a whole conversation on that earlier too, brother of a certain age, about us and how much damage we inflict on our reflection, people that look like us. Kingdom Business 2 was the mixtape with Erica Combo, right? Yeah. Yep. Let him be known. Yep. Oh, no. I don't think CJ would. I don't know if that's under UMG because this is through Arrow. So I don't know if it's under UMG and it tracks automatically, but look, who am I to deprive the people?
I don't wanna be fake today, so all my haters gonna have to take a hater break today. I'ma bake a hater cake today, buy 'em a shake today, get 'em a T-bone steak today. We gon' go and play some ball today, and I'ma make sure that I don't ball hard today.
Now, listen, he lying now. Yo, Clue. Yo, Clue. Yo, I don't know if CJ still balling, but he lying. Hey, oh man, that joker said we gonna go and play ball today, and I'm gonna make sure I don't ball hog today. He lying.
Take it to the mall today, doing it all today. We gon' ball till we fall today. I'ma share my world today, and I'ma introduce you to my wife and baby girl today, and share my guns today, and how we made a way, and how we made my troubles fade away. This is hate day, and instead of wishing that all my haters would fade away, I'ma be like a teacher. I'ma give an A today and take the other failing grade away. I'ma do something good for my hater today. I'ma do something good for my hater today. I'ma do something good for my hater today. Lord, help me with tomorrow. I'ma do something good for my hater today. I'ma do something good for my hater today. I'ma do something good for my hater today. Lord, help me with tomorrow. I'ma pay my haters bill today, and I'ma be sincere and ask them how they feel today. May even cut the grass today, take out the trash today, or even leave them some cash today. I will say something nice today. I'ma home with dog and steal them price today. Give them the right of way, cause it's hate today. I'ma pay my haters way.
Maybe hard today,
but I'ma absolutely show the love of God today. If I get a job today, and if they have to, I'll give them a ride in my car today. I'ma have my haters back today, and I'ma keep it real and won't put them on act today. As a matter of fact, I'ma help you win today. The mess ends today. I'ma make you my friend today. I'ma do something good.
Amen. That boy CJ Cole, man. This is one of my favorite songs off this album, man. Yo, Clue, Mouthpiece was on here. Man, I got stories on Mouthpiece, man. That brother. Y'all think Bizzle fire. Hey, Mouthpiece, that dude, man. Yeah, let's get out of here, man. I'm gonna fire up another string. Just don't. We gonna do this. I'm gonna come back. I think I'm gonna come back Sunday, and I'm gonna do just. We just gonna talk about like holy hip hop. We just gonna talk about it. We just gonna talk about it, man. We gonna get to it, man. Peace elevated. Peace Vaughn. Peace. Yeah, we just gonna talk about it. Yeah, we just gonna talk about it, man. We gonna talk about it because if you think about like that song could be played today on an R&B station, and listen to the messaging in there. He's flipped it, talking about a hater, right? What we consider to be a hater. Let me see. And he's saying, I'm gonna do something good for my hater today. Oh man, this one.
Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers. Praying to the Lord and hoping He forgive us. I want God to save us, don't want the streets to kill us. I'm like Mr. Preacher Man, I don't want no trouble. I just came to praise and worship with my brothers. Praying to the Lord and hoping He forgive us. I want God to save us, don't want the streets to kill us. I'm like
This one. This one.
If they take my song off the radio, I won't stop. If I gotta push records in the snow, I won't stop. 'Cause this music is more than a trade. I won't stop. More than houses, cars, and wonderful things. I won't stop. Do this music for the rest of my life. I won't stop. I put that on my baby girl and my wife. I won't stop. Go ask somebody and they will let you know. I keep it real, homie, I ain't no joke. And if I gotta push CDs off my truck, and if my truck somehow gets stuck up in the mud, I'll put my CDs in my backpack.
Hey, and what's crazy about this song is when I listen to it, and the reason why it resonates because I seen this man do it. Like it's one thing to hear the lyrics, and like when we talk about these rappers, like fake gangsters and all this other stuff. When this dude talking about "I won't stop," man, yeah. Hold on, I got at least one more. Man. This one cold too. This one cold too.
I'm in the zone and I'm already gone and it's already on. Should have already known. Act accordingly, you're in wrong. Ain't got a never here, gotta get my cone. Don't smoke, but I still stay strong. Ain't high on chief and Buddha. I'm high on thanking Lord, praising Jesus, hallelujah. And we call this soldier worship. What's it to you? Wanna hear him say, well done, not depart from me. I never knew you. That's why I put my heart, mind, and soul in each and every song. You say I'm doing music, I say I'm dropping bombs.
All right, yeah, Sunday we gonna get into it, man. Sunday we gonna get into it. God, dog, Clue. This all Clue fault, man. Dang. Yo, Chaz, what's up, man? I'm pulling your hours tonight, man. Clue got me up. Man, that song so cold, man. That hold on. Oh, hold on. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yo, what is the time for, G? Uh, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all. Yeah, yeah, Chaz, I'm pulling yo out. Yeah, y'all can have the Diddler stuff, man. I know all the memes that's coming. The only thing I say is like, nothing surprises. Well, for those, if you know, like nothing surprises me, man. We saw this coming with Duke. No chaser, no chaser, man. You dipped out and came back, no chaser. That Bone Thug look on the indeed, indeed. Yeah, I mean, but Chaz, I'm saying we saw that coming 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Um, Nothing that's about to happen is gonna surprise me. What surprises me is so similar to R. Kelly, right? I said with R. Kelly, I said when he was no longer valuable to them people, that's when. So I know somebody was saying earlier that Patriarchy was saying Epstein gave up R. Kelly. I gotta look at that timeline again because I thought R. Kelly was in before Epstein was doing all. No, he said Avenatti. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But nonetheless, I said when R. Kelly was no longer useful, that's when they gave him up. So even with Puff, when you look at his situation, and especially once he starts screaming on Diageo, it's just interesting that all this stuff is coming down the pike now. But um, and the Big Papa song back in '94. Yeah. Well, why don't you get one of your friends and we can be friends? Some. Me and your friend, yeah. No, I heard you say you was leaving. I know. No chaser. Yo, no chaser. I said about 50, 11 times, man. All right, we finna get up out of here, man. All right, and one more thing. And then somebody else come in and said, like Chaz come in. Yeah. Yeah, Chaz. Yeah. And then he said, keep banging. Wait, wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something. So VI, man, I don't know, man. Sean. Oh, this is the one I went to the studio and did.
About to throw 30 grand crowd. Who doing it big in the place now? Represent who be the coolest in this thing? Riding on them things. Represent your hood. Boy, you living good. Now who got haters? But they motivate you. Hey, who ain't gonna stop when you make it to the top? Who making money? So much it ain't funny.
Hey, man. I was so geeked up in that cat dog studio. That's me and GJ. I think that's me, GJ, and CJ saying me. Shout out to GJ, man. Oh, wait, hold on. This is another one that got me through.
Hey, I wish I could wish these haters away. I wish I could wish these troubles away. I wish I could wish these worries away.
Y'all can't hear that bass though.
Hey, I wish I could wish these haters away.
Oh, Killer Kill. Man, not all y'all finna cut. Who just let school out?
I wish I could wish these worries away. I'm so sick of people hating on
No.
me, hating on me, and anticipating on me. To fall off the map, to fall in this trap, but I ain't concerned about that, baby. I trust in Jesus, He made me, baby. If I had one wish, it would be this. Yeah, you know. Lord, I wish I had no worries like the candles blow. Then I promise when it's over, Lord, I'll hold no grudge. And one more thing, Lord, will you please speak to the judge? Oh my God.
No, Chaz. No, I did not do music. I hate the studio. I used to work with an artist and travel with him. And then come to find out, Clue is related to him. And so now I'm going down like, dang, man, I'm revisiting music. But I remember being in the studio. He called me over to do background vocals for the Doing It Big track. But I was just it's just me and GJ at the mic saying me, and I was so geeking, oh no. Anyway, uh man, hold on. Man, cut that out. Clue, you see I'm still here going through dang, they're going through this man catalog. Hold on, no chaser. Hey, Clue, I think Sunday we might, if I, you know what, maybe I'll start off with CJ, right? And then we'll do the VIC connection. They don't know about they don't really know VIC. All they know is Wobble. They only know about Get Silly Vic. Nah, 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 nah. I'm a general. I'm a general. I'm a general. I'm a demon killer. Holy Ghost filled soldier, demon killer. I'm a general. I'm a demon killer. Holy Ghost filled soldier, demon killer. Yeah. I'm a demon killer. Shoot deep with the word like Reggie Miller. Yeah. I'm a heaven on stiller. I take troubles like Michael Jackson on Thriller. Shooting word, don't miss the meaning. It's gonna miss your body, but it's your demons. Oh, demons scream, suffering in poverty. I put that fire on it, gotta get them off of me. Yo, cool, you was on this. Man, I don't care what they do in y'all area. Oh, I forgot about this one. It ain't about how they do things. I forgot about this one, cool. Yeah. From California. Tell them we don't play. And wherever you stay, it's about him, not about them. From the USA over to the UK, even down to Australia. Tell them we don't play. And wherever you stay, it's about him, not about them. Okay, let the beat play. Listen close to what I got to say. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to live. Cause the thief come to steal, destroy, and to kill. But it's your free will. They can't make you do it. They can only encourage you to pursue it. And then you're like a rat smelling cheese. It's a trap, you're having fun. But sooner or later there is a stepchild on the other gun. And that's the end of the fun. Somebody's child won't see the sun. In the name of the fun, you put it all on the line. They got so much power over your mind, power over your grind. Yeah. You say you gotta beat out, and you would take it literally. They tried to get your seat out, only go your heat out. And if not, homie, be well. Please listen to my mayday. Don't listen to what they say. Down to the A, either to the L. Hey, shout out to Million, man. Busy boy. Shout out to K Busy, man. Dang. Messenger Take the City was dope. I remember when he was testing one mic. We was in Nashville at the GMAs when he first did it. Hello Sunshine. Yep. Oh, 5 seconds. I'm about 5 seconds away. La Familia. Dang, that was a dope album. I need to get up out of here, man. Let me see what y'all saying. Yeah. Yeah, they don't know about. I remember. So again, so like my man Jeff, he was working. Corey, Vic, all of them. Teddy. Yeah, he had a whole roster, and then yeah, I remember they went and did the Bounce. Used to be a club on Bankhead, 285 in Bankhead called the Bounce. and this was probably one of the first times we seen like holy hip hop go to like a mainstream club, and they was performing. It was hard too, but Vic, um, he make that album. He was at the youth. He was in the youth ministry for a minute because him and Corey had a group, and then what happened though? I think Corey left. I don't know. Their group didn't work out or something. But Vic, he started doing like his own demos or something. 'Cause I remember that he had like a 5-song demo with the had like the A hat on it. I think Greg Street, he won a talent show contest and got picked up by Greg Street. I forget exactly how he ended up down there with Collie Park and them, but I'm gonna say that for Sunday. I'm gonna do a little bit more research. Let me see what else y'all saying, and we're gonna get up out of here. Man, Vaughn. Um, yep. I think y'all so like I know Mona does vocals and jazz stuff. Hold on. What's on this one? Oh yeah, I can't help it. Oh, Tonio. Man, what's up with we gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Oh, I need your blessings. Pour it out. 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 I need your blessings. I need your blessings. Y'all can't hear that bass. So I can keep making this. All right, I gotta get out of here for real, man. I appreciate y'all. Sunday. Let me see. I'm off, so we going movies at night. Yep. So Sunday, I'm gonna figure out what time I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fire up a stream. We're gonna talk about holy hip hop. We're gonna talk about holy hip hop. I got some stories. I might have to bring out some of my old CDs, some of my memorabilia, some of my posters. Talk about Kiki Shepherd, talk about Tone, talk about meeting Tone over there in Skate Town off Old Nat L before it became B Slade and all this funny boy business come on about back hurt. Yeah. Oh word. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, we're gonna get to it, fam. So listen, I appreciate y'all as always, man. It's old head, man. Appreciate Killer Kill coming in last minute, Chaz. No Chase, appreciate you riding it out, man. I thought you dipped off for a second. Vaughn, it is always good to see you over here, brother. I know you be over there with brother Clarence and Bolo preaching and everything, man. I gotta get back on my square. Shout out to Clue, man. Clue, man. You just woke up something in me, G. You just woke up something in me. So appreciate y'all. We'll holler, man. Sunday. Pull up Sunday, man. We gonna get to it.